Hello, one. Hello, all. Welcome once again to Blaine's Escape Corner, our little corner of the internet, where we get together and we talk about the things that help us escape. Get everything started up here. Make sure that we're properly live. Having some hiccups. Looking at all that. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We are good. All right. I am fashionably late as usual. However, that's what everybody has come to expect at this point. So today I'm going to learn about Ireland today. I'm going to do through some very silly eyeballs. We're going to use some very silly eyeballs to learn what we need to learn about the situation. Thank you. Thank you to my Discord for all the great memes in order to get this going. Give it a second here. Crack open my my sody water. Kampai, everybody. Is there reviews? There you are, Alex. I was waiting for you specifically. All right. Overtake. I've watched 2 more episodes of Overtake. And I have read too many times, wait till he sees the rain episode. He's going to hate the rain episode. What am I supposed to hate about the rain episode? Now maybe our communist correspondent Michael D3 Bunger can explain the.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize you were gonna do shows, but I did actually specifically watch the rain episode because people in Discord were complaining about it, and I
Yeah,
also found
so
nothing wrong with it.
is it Veritax or is it Alex Moore?
It was
Who's in
Alex,
Discord? Is
maybe
Alex,
both,
right?
but it was definitely Alex. Was
We'll
one of
call
them.
him A, we'll call him B. He's grumpy too. Give me some of the grump. What am I supposed to hate about this episode? I watched episode 7 where we get the rain battle. It also includes the photographer guy once again losing his ability to take photos, it feels. Maybe not. We don't really get a conclusion on that, but it's very rough there. A rain day race is always kind of tough, so you gotta make a decision. And if you watch like Formula One, they're very hesitant to go on to the intermediate tires. And then Formula One is even more annoying because as soon as it's like really rainy, they just red flag the race. If you're gonna pull out the wet weather tires, they just red flag the race. Because they just like, well, we won't even bother using the tire we designed to run in the rain. They just don't even care.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is silly. Well, it doesn't make sense. Why do you have that tire then? Just don't even bother making a wet weather tire.
I mean, you have them, so you have them, but you don't need to use them.
No, yeah, they never use it though. It's one of those memes. Like if you ever feel useless, just remember the FIA makes a wet weather tire for F1. I don't want some fucking photographer on my goddamn race team telling me not to race or not. You ain't the goddamn manager. You ain't the leader because it's raining and you having some PTSD moment. I mean, then don't listen to him. He's not really on the team. He was just there for media. Since when some dude taking photos decides what the team does? He doesn't decide what the team does. He just told him what he wanted them to do.
Bro really thinks he's on the team.
No, he's not. He's not even close to like team status. Now, the team listened to him. Did Haru just say, you know what? This is really freaking wet. I'm gonna retire. Yeah, he did. He retired. He was like, I can't do this. It really is too dangerous out here. He did listen to him, damn it. Yeah. And guess what happened? He didn't crash. People retire from rain races all the time. just because somebody's advice is good, like, hey, you're not even a scoring team, uh, and now the rain has come back harder. Just retire. That's fine. Shows on the dollar, but I've just touched you. Perfectly normal instance of people making suggestions. Like you could just as easily have had the like media manager looking at Twitter and like, hey guys, everyone on Twitter is saying we should, not race because it's too wet. And then they're like, nah, we're gonna race anyway. And then they're like, you know what, we're gonna retire now. It is too wet. It's perfectly standard. Now the question is, if he retires into the pits, doesn't get out of the car yet, and then it red flags the round, can he restart the round with the other drivers? Because I don't think they got more than a lap away from him. So that would have been interesting. Said my piece, still of the show, but I'm allowed to hate episodes for weird reasons. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. It's no different than fans yelling down to the football field that they should do one move or the other, and then the coaches being like, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that one. I think what it was is I was going into it expecting it to like just ignore the rules of like uh racing or physics or something like that. But sure enough, we had cars on slicks that were sliding around. Some people may have been like, how did the wet weather tire car that was in third not just immediately get around? And that's because if the two cars in front are sticking to their line and they're just making sure they're in the way, all of that spray, all of that confusion, all of the extra wet sections of the road that are on the left and right are going to make it not exactly simple for a wet weather tire just to zoom around the outside. So that I was expecting that to be the complaint. So I was like really gearing up for that defense. But I guess I don't have to worry about that. So cool. That's the only show that I watched. Ugh, just a couple episodes of that one. So into what do you were so excited about politics? Are you wanting to talk about Ireland or are you wanting to talk about Destiny?
Is there really anything up with Destiny right now? Because I watched that video Serrano's linked and it's kind of just autistic, really.
I think right now with Destiny is he's on ADHD meds and he's feeling like his brain works better, which it
Yeah.
probably does. And so he's able to sort of look at his history a little bit easier, a little bit simpler.
Yeah, well, he's been going through the whole Israel-Palestine conflict recently. The
Oh,
whole history of
from
Israel.
like the beginning too. That's been
Yeah.
I think the first ones he was going back to like Ottoman Empire. That wasn't connected to his Israel or Hassan drama. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, you realize that pretty quickly when he's like, "Yeah, I'm just Mr. Girl. I like trauma." But yeah, he really hasn't been doing that much the past few days.
Is he not? Well, he wasn't streaming for a couple days, I don't think.
Yeah, not this weekend at all. I don't know if he normally does. I usually hear shit about him, so I
Oh,
don't know.
good. My little pop out's working. Okay. And if I do this, perfect. Okay.
Who dis? Oh, it's
This
that
is
lady.
the Irish lady. So I haven't watched. It's not Irish laddie, Irish lady. They're different people. So let me make sure this is going through both sides and bingo.
When you think about it, all law, all legislation is about the restriction of freedom. That's exactly what we're doing here, is we are restricting freedom, but we're doing it for the common good. You will see throughout our constitution, yes, you have rights, but they are restricted for the common good. Everything needs to be balanced.
Are we the only country that has rights that are designed in a way to stop the government from doing things?
Apparently,
Whoa, why is that huge?
I don't know, but I assumed it was on purpose.
Oh, because I got two of them. Interesting. I forgot that I had the little mini window. So I've got double mini window.
Why does it get smaller when you remove the mini window?
So if the mini window's on this screen, then it's this monitor has a lower resolution, so I think the mini window is smaller. But over here, the mini window is bigger because it's on a 4K monitor. Interesting.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, that's super strange. I've never seen that before. Another common L for the Europeans.
Not just Europors. Fucking Canada has the same issue where their charter of rights can be violated at any time.
It's just like, hey, these things don't really stop the government from doing anything.
We're allowed to infringe on your rights is like one of the first things written in their thing or whatever.
Meanwhile, ours literally says like shall not be infringed, and we're like, yeah, but we'll infringe a little bit, like
Tiny
just a
bit.
little infringing, nothing too terrible, you know. It's just it's just common sense infringements, right?
No, you cannot fish there.
Oh, you wanna eat food? Sorry, no.
And if your views on other people's identities go to make their lives unsafe, insecure, and cause them such deep discomfort that they cannot live in peace, then I believe that it is our job as legislators to restrict those freedoms for the common good. When you think about it.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily apply to speech. Unless, they're literally talking about speech, aren't they?
Yeah. So
Never
that
mind.
was posted just a day ago.
Mm-hmm.
We're restricting speech. Now, I'm not the best at geography, but Dublin is in Ireland, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It
Okay.
is also in California, but it is there are many Dublins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this Dublin in Ireland is on fire. Like,
Yeah.
Dublin is rioting.
An
And so
immigrant stabbed several children.
Yeah, which is insane.
And then there were anti-immigrant riots.
Now, can we just be anti that guy? Do we have to riot against all
No,
immigrants?
it needs to be against all of them.
So
Something crazy that I didn't know until I was like looking shit up on this. Their immigrant population has doubled in the last 5 years.
yes, because Ireland has, as we'll learn later in the stream, Ireland has still not repopulated since the potato famine and everybody
Yeah.
leaving Ireland. So Ireland basically subsists on immigrant work, immigrant help, in the same way that a lot of countries do that have a negative birth rate. They need immigration from countries that have 6 or 7 kids per family in order to make sure that you can still have people to do everything. But yeah, so you have law here. We'll use the Fox article on that one. You have anti-hate law pushed in wake of Dublin, which we just watched the little thing about.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody's like, oh, look at this thing. You have people actively rioting and burning things down because an immigrant stabbed people. And it's like, I get it that it feels bad, but I feel like burning stuff down isn't the answer. And don't worry, everybody. I brought my fence. And I'm going to sit squarely upon it, just like Tim
Oh,
Pool
boy.
does. Yeah. I think it's bad. I think it's real bad to burn things down.
Chat
because
died when you started
somebody-
talking. Like chat isn't moving. I'm assuming like they're all just waiting for you to say the one thing so they can jump on you.
Oh, easily. No, I've got something for them to jump on though, and it's not the fence that I'm currently seated upon. Because as you do when you want to know everything about a new news story, I watched a Vosh video.
Oh fuck.
So we're gonna watch a Vosh video about his take on these Dublin riots. Save the jumping for the basketball Americans. Probably safer that way.
We want to build a movement to end
Oh
hunger.
God. Amazon ending hunger? Yeah, right. Like Amazon creating hunger, am I right, people? Yeah.
But did you hear about the Wizard of Southside?
The Wizard of Southside? What the heck is that?
Yeah, you have
Southside what?
Doraniqua from Atlanta gets hit by a tornado, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets sent to Southside, and she needs to find the Wizard of Southside so that she can get back.
Is this a movie from like a decade ago or more?
No, no, it's Black Wizard of Oz.
Black Wizard of Oz. Got it. Okay. I'm also
That was a
Wow.
great joke from the Discord.
while we watch this, I'm also going to be 3D modeling a pliers piece,
Oh, nice.
so that I love these pliers. I love the whole like lineman pliers where it's like flat plier on the front with a big wide nose so you can grab stuff and really give it a twist with having the wire cutter on it. But I realized I kind of hate the fact that they're always sprung open. That kind of drives me nuts. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna make a little cap to get in on that. They remade The Wiz. It's true. They did remake The Wiz. Actually, why did I do that? I can just do.
Oh, guys, it's Black Wizard of Oz where you have Pookie, who's
Pookie?
afraid of commitment. You have
Pookie?
like
What- Now you're making stuff up. Now
I
know
was
you're
always
making.
making stuff up.
Oh,
You have the evil witch of Northside
the evil witch of
and her
Northside.
swimming monkeys.
The swimming monkeys. Now I know that could not possibly be the Black Wizard of Oz. Okay, how big do I need to make this to make it Zabla? There we go. That'll work. That'll be just big enough.
Wait,
Okay.
seriously? There was already a Black Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, it's called The Wiz. I was so confused by
Wait, there's already one? No!
Yeah.
My plans.
Someone give Mike some cheese. It's true. It's true.
Dude, it was ruined. Oh, it was gonna be so good.
It's like wait, there's 14 books in the Wizard of Oz series? That's a lot of books. All right. Let's see what our speaking of Irish people, we should tune in to the only Irish person that knows anything about this situation. Oh wait, the audio's not coming through. Audio, come through.
Wait for them to restrict his speech.
I saw this.
Wait for what?
Wait for them to restrict his speech.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some framing in this that really making me giggle. Okay, 14 mil.
You know, obviously, whenever I don't stream, that's when stuff happens. But riots erupt in Dublin after kids are
Dublin.
stabbed by
He says it
what
funny,
was he,
too.
Algerian? I don't know. Let's find out.
Algerian.
Anti-immigrant protesters who
matter where he's
rampaged
from?
through
He
central
stabbed
Dublin
kids.
set fire to vehicles and loot stores after 3 young children were stabbed.
Is he too loud? Probably.
Police
3
blame
kids
far-right
were stabbed.
agitators.
Okay, let's read about the actual event before we get too deep in this. Ireland stabbing. Vouch? Yes, Lucifer. When you want to know the news in Ireland, you go to the Irish laddie. He
From
won't,
what I know,
he won't make things up.
immigrants start stabbing kids. 3 are stabbed. A woman jumps in to stop him from stabbing people. She also gets stabbed. And then someone else runs up behind him, I think, and hits him over the head with a helmet.
Ooh, that's why that thing probably said has concussion or brain damage.
Yeah.
May have suffered permanent brain injuries. You know, you stabbed some people. I think you
Had
earned
it
some
coming,
permanent
yeah.
brain damage. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
violent clash breaks out. I don't want the violent clash. I want the What are you doing here? Conor McGregor criticizes Irish leader's response to stabbing not good enough. It's not good enough. He needs more. Shut up, Connor. Get out of here. Misinformation and far right. Can I get the actual? Okay. 3 children among 5 injured in stabbing outside Irish school. 2 adults, 3 children were injured. Stabbing took place near an elementary school in Parnell Square East just after 1:30 p.m. when a man allegedly attacked the adult woman first before stabbing the children. The woman and one of the children, a 5-year-old girl, suffered serious injuries. According to local reports, eyewitnesses said the suspect was wielding a large knife and was eventually tackled by passers-by before police arrived on the scene and arrested him. All 5 victims were transported to different hospitals across Dublin, including Children's Health Ireland at Crumlin and the Mater Hospital, according to RTE, the Ireland's semi-state broadcaster. A motive for the attack is unknown, and police are understood to be ruling out terrorism. Parnell Square East was busy at the time. It is unclear if the victims attend the school Gaelscoil Colaced Mihuir. Wait! Sorry, I didn't put on the right voice for that one. The school Gaelscoil Colaced Mihuir, which is located in the city center. Irish police and emergency personnel responded to the scene and have sealed it off for forensic examination, police said. Ireland Justice Minister Helen McEntry said police are following a definite line of inquiry. I'm deeply shocked by and appalled by the attack. All our thoughts and condolences. Do we know anything else? Do we have a video? I don't know if I want to show the video, but I might watch the video.
Do we have video?
I don't know. I'm going to see.
But I didn't think there was video.
Video. No, just videos of the violent clashes, it looks like, when I try to search that. Okay, so outside of school, acting no good, I guess. This is like the actual thing that Fresh Prince's mom was worried about. Was getting up to no good outside of school. So they did it. They got up to no good. That's awful. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't sound premeditated when you read that like note. It just sounds like 2 people were like arguing, and then he pulled out a knife and like stabbed them. Like, how do you get to that point of anger when you're talking to someone that, like, you know what, I'm going to just stab you now? Like, that seems, there's something else in the brain before you hit that point.
A man in his 50s was arrested, police said, adding they were not looking for any other suspect. He remains in serious condition. This article's trash. This gives me nothing. Yeah, it was a real riot, by
Gives
the way.
you
like
nothing?
A real
Oh, because you want to look at the riot. I see.
An enormous one.
13.
The stabber lived in Ireland for 20 years. Yeah, it's, you know, this is the thing, okay? This always happens whenever there's some gigantic far-right riot after a member of a minority group does something, okay? It doesn't actually matter whether or not they're an immigrant.
There's our spin. There's our twist on guy stabs 5 people, 3 of which are children. Well, it was an immigrant, so of course the right's mad. Doesn't even have to be an immigrant. Could have just been a man of color. Like, do we know that it was a man of color?
I don't even know. Yeah.
Let's see. Suspect in Ireland stabbing. What we know about the Parnell. This is the Irish Times. Oh, I don't want to give you a pound. I'm not giving you a pound. No one knows! Exclamation marks? Maybe. Oh, hey, we got a bunch of chats going on. Look up what Jack Septic Tank thinks of the child stabbing. He's too busy looking at Sniper Wolf.
These cough drops taste pretty good.
Do they? What kind are you sucking on there?
Ricola, of course, but I got them the Swiss Alpine herbs and honey.
Serranos. Yeah, herbs and honey is always good. If it's got a honey, lemon, ginger, those are the big three. It's like the mirepoix of
Oh yeah, it's got that
better
lemon
throat.
balm. I don't
Mm.
see ginger, but yeah, ginger's good.
We can say herbs or ginger.
Yeah, herbs. Well, no, it lists out all the herbs.
Oh, Brazilian stopped the stabber, says Styx, Hex, and Hammer.
Yeah, he was the one with the bike helmet.
Just racked him across the head. How come I can't find the guy that did it? Does Ireland have like an anti
Why do you
release
think
of
you can't figure
images?
out?
Yeah, I should be able just to Google like suspect in Ireland stabbing. Why is that? Suspect suffered. Okay, maybe it'll have the suspect's name here. Nope. Nope. 70,000 kids are missing in Ireland from time to time. That's so strange. Algerian-born male who is a naturalized citizen is still in an induced coma in hospital. What? Why? Like, were they like, wow, he really got wrapped on the head. Let's put him out for a bit. Or is that just par for the course when you're in Ireland?
Nah, it was over the head with a bike helmet. He's fucked up.
Fear the man's injuries may be permanent. Well, I mean,
is that really a fear or a hope?
Yeah, I mean, are we saying fear is in like we respect the fact that his injuries were permanent, like the fear of God, or like what are we doing here?
We're just like, damn, injuries are permanent. Shit.
Every time I think I found a name, it's just another Irish word. I'm like, Gardaí? Is that no? Gardaí is like some kind of police in Ireland. Why you have such weird names, Ireland? Shouldn't you be speaking English at this point? They've looked at the suspect's laptop and found nothing to suggest a jihadi link, so that's good, I guess. Or would it be better if he had a reason? Oh, he's charged on account of possessing a knife. That is it possessing a knife or is it possessing a knife with intent to injure, like, or kill? That would be weird if just having a knife on you got you in trouble in Ireland.
In public.
Maybe the knife falls outside their knife laws, like it's too long of a blade or something. Anyway. Nigerian, pretty good chance he's black. And that's, as we all know, the only thing that Vosh thinks that the far-right protesters care about. And for all I know, there are some protesters burning cars because they're like, this is what happens when you let Nigerians in. But why is that like your angle when you start reporting on this horrible event? You're like, oh my gosh, this should not have happened. And also, stop burning things down. Are they still burning things down?
Nothing.
Dublin riots. Are we still rioting?
Probably stopped by now, right?
4 days ago, 3 days ago. Racists behind Dublin riot could attack immigrants and politicians, government warned. Why is Irish news so hard to get a hold of? Fawcett is most honest. What do we got?
Hello, my name is Vaush. I may sound a little weird on this stream because I had the wildest time last night, and I'm here to tell you all about it. While I was getting Pigeon ready for bed, I got a strange call on my Discord. I opened it up, and I shit you not, Joe Biden's face popped up. I don't know what program he had that allowed him to do this, but I'm all ears at this point. He asked if I was Vaush, and I said yes, and then he said...
Yeah, he wanted him to make love to his horse. That's what that video is about.
It's always, always, always a race thing. It like if you're an immigrant, if you've lived in this country for 20 years, you've been here for 20 years, man. There are people who were born here who are adults who have lived here for less than 20 years. It doesn't matter, you know? It's always a race thing.
Wouldn't that make it
it's
worse?
Like, how many times have we
Dude,
seen
what the fuck does that even mean?
Doesn't that make this like stabbing worse if you've been here forever? You're naturalized. You're like a citizen.
There are 18-year-olds in America who haven't lived in America for 20 years. Blaine.
That's why it's a race thing. You're like, is it? Is that why? I don't even know if it's a race thing yet. That doesn't add up. Wait, I need a free form, don't I?
Of like, get these immigrants out of our country, and it turns out that person was born here. Like this has been a thing for a long time. Hold on. Disgusting. Like a proper riot.
34
A
people
proper
were arrested
riot?
in a riot in the city's historic center overnight.
What's a
It's literally, it's like people are like,
improper?
oh, dude, black people BLM riot. And the far right gets together. It's like, all right, we'll show them how to do a riot, and then they act exactly the same.
For like a little bit, you're like, okay, that is like, you know, the right, especially in America, was very critical of BLM riots, as they should be, because the BLM riots were bullshit. You should not riot and burn down and destroy your city just because you're upset about a generalized cop brutality that you've applied to like every cop. Like that's not an answer. You should be against that. And you also should not riot of yourself. You should not like be like, oh, now injustice to us, now we riot, which is why it's like whenever these groups do things, it's always like, stop. It doesn't bring the kids back. What am I making? So first I have to model the head of these pliers, and then I'm gonna make like a little guard to go around them, so that I can just stick the head in there and they'll stay closed. And I'm thinking I'll put a little like a little clip on it so I can like stick it on my tool shelf, and it'll just right onto the shelf there. So that's what I'm making.
Except a million times worse, because they're rioting over what, the existence of
It's
Algerian
worse.
people.
How is that worse?
Irish lives matter.
I think it gets
Another
very weird
glorious-
when you start applying like value judgments to riots, like based off what they're rioting for.
Yeah, like, oh, so what he says there is that a BLM riot has justification. That's literally what he is saying.
Yeah.
And it's an insanity to think that you would justify any riot.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is
You have never heard you probably won't hear anyone justifying the riot in our Discord.
no.
And I hope you won't. But
That would be like maybe you could find a way to make it humorous. Like I believe that anything can be made into a joke. Now, should everything be made into a joke? Probably not. Probably not everything should be joked about. That may, there's also timing for jokes. Like sometimes you should wait a little bit for a joke, but I'm sure you could make a joke about the riots. Riots are good, or about riots being good. Riots are good when it supports my political position. Wow, you nailed it. It's like you've seen Vosh on the internet before.
the riots are worse
cultural
because
victory for America. No matter what's happening all over the world, okay, all of it is framed through American political discourse. Le wokism.
We have a complete lunatic hooligan faction driven by far-right ideology.
Sparking the chaos.
Imagine that's your cop. Like, would you... like, if some guy came up just like, hey, what are you doing here? You better get scampering there, you lad. And I'd just be like, no, you're hilarious. What are you going to do?
I saw a video of them just clowning on one of those cops, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, what are you going to do, cop? Same thing you never do, which is nothing. Fair right ideology.
Several stabbings earlier in the day of 3 young children and a woman who tried to stop their attacker.
It was horrendous, and the children screaming and the women screaming.
The sole person of interest, a man in...
That's the only problem with this, is it's such a serious and sad thing, but Irish people sound so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Irish people and Australian people, they like, what is the Shane Gillis joke? Like, you'll never see a goth Australian, and if you did, like, it wouldn't make any sense.
Yo, wait. That sounds really... I want to see one of those. Where are the goth Australians in the chat?
We go to YouTube because I hate TikTok.
That's like German death metal. Like, come on. That just sounds like a great time.
German death metal is a great time.
Exactly. Why wouldn't goth Australians be a great time then? Well, I guess it'd be like, is it hot in Australia? I assume it is.
Is it high or hot? What?
Hot.
Hot? Yes.
How high? Is it like Arizona hot? Texas hot?
Maybe?
No, Australia ruled. I only had one negative experience while I was there, and it was
Oh no, this one.
I was in Australia. I was in a bucket hat. I was already self-conscious about the bucket hat. Tried it on in the hotel. Just looked like fucking John Candy. I was with my friend. He's a good friend. I was like, I look like a fucking dumbass, right? He was like, nah, dude, you look cool. Also, who cares? No one's gonna give a fuck. As soon as we got outside of the hotel, somebody gave a fuck. I got made fun of me. It was the goth. I didn't even see him coming, dude. He came out of the shadows like they do. This fucking guy, I was standing talking to my friend. He was walking behind us on the sidewalk. He walked behind me, took my hat off my head, put it back down, and patted me on the head. Dude, this guy kept walking. He didn't even break stride. He goes, nice hat, fatso. Destroyed me for I had no comeback. I was just like, yeah, right. That was 6 months ago. I've thought about that guy every day. I hate that he's a goth from Australia. It's like, you can't be that. You can't be a goth from Australia. You sound funny. You know what I mean? That guy can't go around like, all day I think about death. It's like, shut up, dude. I'm actually very dark and twisted. No, you're not. You're Australian. You sound funny. I was in Australia.
Same thing with the Irish. I love Shane Gillis. He's got such like there's a couple of his routines that are just so funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like the his ones on Down syndrome are freaking hilarious because he has like an uncle with Down syndrome, and so he starts the joke and he's like, "It almost got me. I dodged it, but you can see it nicked me." Like he's got such a goofy face and look, and it's such a good routine. Okay, how much bigger do I want to make this thing?
Probably pretty thick, right?
Yeah, but I am gonna be making it out of solid resin, so it won't need to be crazy thick. But I should do. Let me look at this. If I go out to
What you should do is just take your
22 and
clippers and then dip them in candle wax.
every time I'm done, just have a ceremonial candle wax dipping.
Exactly.
All right.
In his 40s, an Irish national only for about half that time.
Only half, dude. Only half. Only.
This is where you like take issue, like, oh, they're saying he was only Irishman for like half of that time. Are you kidding me? Like that's where you take issue with it. 3, 4. Just seems like such a strange, like, yeah. That's how they would report it. Does that not make sense to everybody else that you would be like, oh, here's how long he was?
An Irish national for half of the time that he's been alive. Oh, you know, basically he just hopped
That's
off the
not
boat
what they
yesterday.
It's literally just trying to say how long he's been in Ireland. It's not like they're making a value.
No, they were saying that he's been a national of Ireland. Like he's been a citizen for the past 10 years of the 20 he's been there. Or am I wrong? Did I misinterpret that?
I think you said half, right?
Only an Irish
person of interest, a man in his 40s, an Irish national only for about half that time.
Only
Yeah, in his
Okay,
40s,
yeah.
Irish national for half that. So yeah,
I got that wrong then. Fair
He's
enough.
been yeah, but it's not like it's like it doesn't kind of. It really doesn't matter how long he's been an Irish national if he's going around stabbing people.
True.
dude, only half. Only an Irish national for half of the time that he's been alive. Oh, you know, basically he just hopped off the boat yesterday. Wow.
Do you think that's what people think? Like does he think that people are like, ah, he's a new immigrant, that's why it's a problem? Like someone who is going to have that perspective of like it being his immigrant status that makes it a problem. Does he actually think that the reason they're going to have that problem with them is because they're a new immigrant? Like it would be purely from the immigrant status that someone would be like, man, I don't like this. I'm gonna make this bigger.
The same anti-immigration wave delivered a surprise landslide win this week for anti-Islam politician Geert Wilders in the Netherlands.
People expect.
Oh no, I'm buffering. I'm buffering. Wow, his stream is too strong. I've got to go down to 240p. Now this is hilarious. This guy's face.
Who does he?
Why are you doing this?
Who does he remind me of? Damn. What is that haircut?
Lord Farquaad, a little bit, but like old.
No, he looks like a really old Game of Thrones character. Like the blonde one.
I trust you all to know Game of Thrones better than I do.
I've only seen episode 1. I have no idea.
Gotcha. Funny haired Dutchman. Funny haired Dutch. Look at the Dutchman. Dutchman got funny hair. Thank you for reminding us of what's important, Jimmy.
All right. I still can't believe how this guy looks. I can't. Who's the actor that I'm thinking of right now? Who's the actor that I'm thinking of right now?
Nobody.
He looks like the guy. Yeah, and he has a dead bird on his head. Christopher Walken, that's it. He looks like Christopher Walken.
He doesn't look like
playing
Christopher
a
Walken.
Dude.
Agenda of hope, tougher asylum and immigration policy.
Yeah, basically, Ireland has a lot of immigrants, and of course, racists being what they are, it's like you get guys like this. You know, I love it when people be like this. You know, I love to show up to the
old
protests
Joffrey.
With my "I am very angry" sign.
Serrano's
Anyway, you know, you've got the standard
Look,
people being.
Michael, you're funnier than Vosh. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Vosh is like, who? The guy, Christopher Walken? Meanwhile, you're like, guy from Game of Thrones, and chat erupts. Old Joffrey.
See, they got it.
They get you. They get you.
Upsetty spaghetti about there being immigrants. One immigrant 20 years ago does a bad thing, a very bad thing. And you know, they do a riot. Even before the violence, the Taoiseach, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that correctly. Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar was saying that Ireland must slow the flow of refugees from Ukraine and elsewhere, but most people here are likely to want to keep a common sense perspective. The issues associated with very recent immigration pale in insignificance compared to the problems posed by almost 2 centuries of emigration. Yeah, one of the reasons, hold on, Ireland population.
So
one of the reasons
it is a take to say that because of modern immigration is not the reason this guy got let in. However, if you are upset at the mentality that led to a modern immigration law that would have also allowed maybe more frivolous immigration in the past as well, that mentality can be the same mentality even if it's not the people in charge making those rules today. So I can understand being upset like, hey, we need to vet people better when you read immigrant stabs kids. You're like, we need to make sure we're vetting immigrants better. But it is like 20 years of being here without a kid stabbing, so maybe we should figure out why he stabbed kids, which he may not know at this point. He may wake up with an Australian accent for all we know, and everyone will be like, what happened here? You know, the bike hits him, and you get those people that have that, what is the phrase for that when people like go into a coma and then come back with like a different accent for no reason?
I don't know.
From head trauma. Foreign accent syndrome is what it is called. It's a speech disorder that causes a sudden change to speech so that a native speaker is perceived to speak with a foreign accent, often caused by damage to the brain, caused by a stroke, or traumatic brain injury.
I hope with how much the media is calling this guy a hero, he like was still on the bike when he hit him over the head. Like he was biking, took off his helmet, and did like a run up on the bike with the helmet in hand and just swung it over his head.
That would be pretty great. I just want everything, like, why does everything have to be suddenly stuck into like these very specific, like, and narrow ways of looking at it, where now you've got people that are upset about immigrants because of I'm sure there's just some newspaper that's like, oh, immigrants stabbed kids, and now everyone's like, this is why we need to stop the immigration laws. But like the actual issue of like some guy stabbing kids is sort of ignored. He's 40. Like, what 40-year-old stabs kids?
Yeah.
It's such a, like, an insane mindset to try to put yourself in. Like, I wouldn't expect most people in most countries to have that thought, right? Unless you can find me a country that's like, well, we stab all the kids when they turn 13. Like, it's kind of like how the Jews take a little nip, but we do, just a little stabbing right as they, right as they cross over into adulthood. So it's pretty normal. Like that's the only time that you're going to have a society where that's like a normal thing. If this guy stabbed someone in Nigeria, like, he would probably still be in trouble. Like, it's not, you're like, oh, Nigerian stabs other Nigerian in Nigeria, woman and 3 kids injured. Also not cool. Also getting beat in the head by some guy on his bike. Probably not as cool of a bike, though, because they get what they get over there. Wait, is Nigeria one of the ones that we send our Super Bowl jerseys to, or is that a different nation? Riots, I need your help. I don't know where we send our football jerseys. Maybe Jemmy knows.
Reasons why Ireland has historically been very keen on immigration is because this is a population graph for the Republic of Ireland from 1821 to 2011.
Oh, yes, the potato famine.
And you can tell when the Irish potato famine happened. So you might notice that Ireland's population has never recovered to what it was like 150 years ago before the genocide. So, yeah, not a famine. Well, I mean, it is a famine, but like deliberate, it's like, yeah.
Perfect.
A little bit of genocide, whatever, whatever, a little goofy goober moment.
Why is he calling it genocide? Am I missing something?
The potato famine was potentially engineered. I don't actually know all of the facts, but I've heard in passing that they actually had enough potatoes to feed people, but they were just exporting them all so that the people didn't get to eat the potatoes. And so the famine was actually caused because they were getting rid of all of their food and sending it away, not because they didn't have enough food. So there's a genocide story, which I don't know enough to be able to tell you if it's true or not, that says like it's the people in charge were taking action that actually led to deaths of the Irish people.
Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable.
We probably send them to Nigeria. Okay, good. I figured I was on track there. Amazon might have a rite of passage revolving around sticking your hands into a bullet ant's nest. At least they don't stab them. It's true. Good 360 says the jerseys go to Europe, Africa, and Asia. It doesn't list them specifically. Of course not, because it doesn't want to tell you that, like, 1% go to Europe, 1% go to Asia, and like 98% are all just dumped in the Congo. That's the new secret to Africa, is we've used it as our dumping ground forever.
Anyway, Ireland has been pretty keen on immigration. My impression of which was largely because there's a gigantic population void in the country that they've been looking to fill up, which is true. So,
is it true?
And that's not even the first genocide. Yeah, look, the Irish have a lot of very legitimate claims to persecution. Okay,
to genocide.
Like, okay, I'm gonna say it because
what, he just kind of like glosses over that. Like,
yeah, that's something annoying he does.
It's like he encounters a thing that is awful and terrible and should probably be addressed as you're discussing, whatever the main topic is. And then he's just like, well, I guess they've got some right to be upset about it, but we're going to ignore that so that I can talk more about being angry about right-wingers being right. That's all. That's all it is. Just like, oh, this doesn't fit to what I want to complain about today, so I'm going to not talk about it. How can you be so boring, Vosh? Just talk about it. go into it. I'm sure your chat would love listening to it. Congo has new artificial dam created solely from Cardinals jerseys. How many times have the Cardinals lost the Super Bowl?
Because I'm red-pilled and Chad-pilled, okay? I don't think Jesus. I don't think that looting, generally speaking, is like a phenomenal protest tactic. And
Stunning and brave. You heard it here, everybody. Vosh says no to looting. Apparently, that act, the act of looting, is a bridge too far for old Vashy Pants.
That's right. We finally figured it out.
We finally found something we can agree with Vosh on. Looting's bad, okay? I'm going to be okay with this little, like, jibber jab right there. I don't think I'm going to worry about it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Sticking out.
Plus, you have the nippers, so you can just cut off.
Yeah, I can use the nippers that go in these to perfect the resin of them.
I don't think it's like gonna win you any political favors.
Oh,
However,
that's why though. He doesn't hate the looting because it's bad. He doesn't hate the looting because it like identifies the wrong target entirely in your anger. You know, being mad at so and so losing their life to a cop. You know, you can be as mad as you want about that. It's not going to bring the guy back. So looting all of the targets, all of the Nikes is just not going to bring anybody back. So don't do it. Don't do it, everybody, okay? Bingo.
when people do looting in, like, I don't know, BLM protests or whatever, I kind of get it.
Oh. Why can't he be consistent? He said the looting is bad, and then he says, well, I get it. I get it.
I kind of get it. I
get it. You know, it's a BLM protest. They're allowed to do a little looting, you know? That's just how the BLMs protest, right?
I kind of get it. No.
I get it. Why do you get it? Why do you get it, Vosh?
Your neighborhood is deprived. You've been subject to so much historical economic inequality. It's like you're taking reparations from your local Walmart. Is that
taking reparations from your local Walmart?
From Walmart?
That's what looting is. Got a Walmart.
So would it be fair if a Walmart decided not to open in a black neighborhood? So you don't have to worry about paying reparations.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to pay reparations, so we're gonna not service poor people who need our cheap ass products. That's the new plan for Walmart.
Nigeria, Nicaragua, Haiti,
Walmart had
Rwanda,
them in chains.
El Salvador, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Armenia, and Romania are the places they send the jerseys.
Okay, so now we know where they send the jerseys. So looting okay when BLM because reparations. Looting not okay when far right because far right. That's our Voshism. Ready for my fence post here? Don't loot. Don't
they're
loot
doing it for the wrong reasons.
And your protest should never be called a riot. If your protest is called a riot, you have lost the messaging. You are now the bad guy that grandma is scared to go into town about and is now worried that her town is going to burn down and that, you know, all these problems. You're creating an air of fear and hostility by rioting. Oh, but sometimes you need to make violent action in order to get the results you want. What results do you want that are brought about from rioting?
None.
It's just asinine that this would ever be a thought process. Soccer riots. Ugh, what is that? A dumb idea.
They were taking reparations from the Foot Locker.
Yeah, we're taking our FIFA reparations.
Real? Is that true? Is that actually good logic? No, it's not.
Hey, he admitted
I don't
it.
really care that much, you know, as crimes against Walmart go. It's probably not, it doesn't math out that well. But at least there's something there. There is math there. What is the math here?
There is math here, you know, somewhere. I
Look,
think
does
someone.
the logic make sense? No, but I kind of agree.
Yeah,
Like that's what he's saying.
I agree with this. Therefore, it's okay.
Look, it doesn't make sense if you actually think about it, but I agree with it more.
Yeah, it's more agreeable to me. Is literally all he just said.
Yeah. Is the orange
What
part
is
going to be orange? What do you think?
I mean, it'll print gray.
Okay. Okay.
These are the color separation is because they're still technically separate items in the model. So until I merge them, they'll all turn the same color. And I can pick what color I want. If I really didn't like the gray, I can just colorize it anything I want. But
Yeah.
red is pretty easy to see.
How much room do you have on your 3D printer?
I have two 3D printers. I have the Ender 3 Pro. Ooh, somebody needs to get their tune fixed. Pa 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 pa. Like there's enough backfire or afterfire, if you want to be like technical, that I was actually like, wait a minute, is that one gunshots? Is that one gunshots? No, I'm good. No, get out of here. I just want to. Where's your size? Your print bed.
Looks pretty big.
220 millim. Wait, is this the one? Yeah, I think 220 by 220 by 270, which is like 8 inches by 8 inches by 10 inches.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, and then I also have the. I just got it actually because somebody needed a 3D print that was really smooth, and they were looking for like 3D print stores. Like you can send it to somebody and they'll 3D print it for you, and they could not get in touch with one to get a quote. They just could not get a quote, and so I was like, all right, well, you pay for half of this and I'll just print it for you. And so they paid for half of my I got a Saturn Ultra 12K for the resin printing, and that will do, I think it does about the same size. You've only heard gunshots one time while living at my current residence. I've heard gunshots lots of times.
My cousins were scared once when they were visiting because they thought they heard gunshots. And the majority of the time it's just motorcycles and fireworks.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a little skinnier on the resin print, but that might be what I end up doing. Yeah, you can like once you hear a gunshot, you're like, yeah, that one's a gunshot. But like with the freeway, you're hearing cars after fire because it's a good straight that people like to go vroom vroom on. Don't ask me how I know.
The math of like Ireland for Irish people. I am very angry. No more immigrants. Foot Locker. What are you doing? Like what's the through line here? I don't get it.
Should we tell him that the secret is that the looters in the Irish riot are the same looters from the BLM riot? Like should we break his worldview and let him know that no one who actually cares about these situations is rioting and looting?
I like to believe that, but you never know.
You think someone who cares about like Black Lives Matter is the one that loots?
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, exactly. And like someone who cares about like immigration, like in Ireland is the one looting? No, because if you care about the thing, then you're going to act in a way that'll make it, more likely to get your system approved, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know, Blaines? Where? Give me a where. Were you a bystander to those speeding hooligans? Oh, Lucifer found the reparations part. Oh, that's a line. That's a line said by a human. Yeah, I was a bystander to the speeding hooligans. You could say that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, dang it. Why did the Hold on. I hate sometimes the Control Z and Control V like sticks it somewhere that like I can't grab it. There we go. Tell me Logan Paul isn't a big BLM guy. You know, I don't know. Honestly, Logan Paul's thoughts. I bet he does because him and KSI are friends now, right? Like they have their prime drink together.
Isn't KSI British?
British and black.
That's not how that works.
What do you mean?
BLM people aren't like British black people aren't the same as American black people.
Do you think KSI isn't BLM?
I mean, I don't know.
I just think that
British.
I just think the spotlight they're in puts them in a position where it's probably a good bet to think that they would be pro BLM. Or at least Logan would be like, yeah, I believe BLM because I've got a black friend. Like,
Well, he's also like American though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the big difference. KSI isn't even American. It's like American politics for no reason.
Why did those rotate? BLM spread to Airstrip 1. To our, what would you call Britain? Britain would be our, not a surrogacy. What would it be? Why does that not fit right?
Because the other one's supposed to be up one.
That one?
Yeah.
The lower one comes down one? Yeah, okay. Should I move this down too then so they all meet up? That'll look better because it'll drive me nuts otherwise if they're off by a little bit. Proto-America. Yeah, Proto-America. I was trying to think of something like womb-ish. Basically like America's womb. But like if I could find a more disgusting way to say that, like what's the sack that's around the baby before it's born? Are you not like close to school? Do you not know those things? What is the
Dude, I don't know
sack
fucking
around the
anatomy.
baby in the womb? The
I was gonna say
amniotic
we-
sac. That's what it is. Britain
like-
is the amniotic sac of America.
They're like
Placenta. No, that would if they were the placenta, that would imply that they've actually helped us with our nutrition and growth, but I disagree. I don't think they have. Continue, Vouch.
I don't get it at all. Irish PM pledges to modernize
I don't get it all. Yeah, we know. We know.
laws against hatred after Dublin riots.
Modernize the
people
hate
arrested.
laws. That's the thing to do.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with this because I'm not a cuck bitch European who believes in hate speech laws, maybe hate crime laws.
Good.
Whatever, I don't know.
Hey, look.
I'm America. In addition to that, however, I gotta say, optics-wise, this is a pretty huge L for the far right. Also, just so I can take the centrist position on this, also don't.
You know, is it an optics loss for the far right in the same way that BLM was an optics loss for the left? It seems that would
No,
be
because they're doing it for the right reasons.
that would be the consistent take. I would assume.
But the reason they were doing it though.
The reason they were doing it for the bad reason. Black Brit. What is it gonna be like Britney Spears but black? Like what? What am I gonna see if I click that?
Probably KSI, right?
It's fan site though.
You think it's gonna be a video of Bullet from Redo of Healer.
Oh, no way. Hold on, I gotta see this now.
I have no idea, Mike. We gotta know.
Oh, it's Eddie Grant.
Oh, we can't play. We can't play a fucking music video. Damn it!
That's okay. I caught it in time. All right, to the Know Nothing Man. Look at his swoopy hair and his like. It is. We are in the same climate, and I am wearing short sleeves, and he's got like a coat on.
Damn it, Blaine. He has to save money on electricity.
The heat doesn't even come in this room. I just have my computer on, and it's too hot. I wore sweatpants, like Adidas, like track sweatpants, thinking that like it would be like, oh, it's a, it might be a little chilly, but like I've been roasting. I've been pulling them up over my calves so that I don't like die on camera here before I hit like 10 o'clock and having to take my drugs and go to sleep. Is a loss. They gained access to the whiskey merchant belt connoisseur. Anyway, what a goofy look.
Stab 3 5-year-olds. Okay, that's my centrist position, okay? Don't stab 3 5-year-olds, and also don't be a far-right anti-immigration lunatic. Okay.
Is that it?
I think
I disagree.
there goes my weekend plans. Yeah.
You disagree? Be a far-right lunatic, or where's your disagreement?
Obviously not with the children part of it.
Wait a minute. No, I don't disagree with that. Maybe I have to come up.
No, I
bit.
Think
it'll
I
have
think
to
you need
loop
to
up
be
and around.
ultra-nationalist Shinzo Abe for Ireland.
Oh, that's true. That's what Ireland needed.
They didn't need more immigrants. They needed more kids. See, that was the real battle and victory to be had.
At the end of the day, that is the answer. The reason you had all those immigrants is because you failed to have the children.
Yeah, like they give massive subsidies to immigrants, right? Like I think they actually give UBI to a lot of immigrants in Ireland.
Oh wow. Do Irish people get UBI too, or is that like a...
No, I don't think they do.
Interesting. Do we
I
give
might be wrong about that. I know they did. The article I read said they gave the largest one to Ukrainian immigrants, but I don't know like if that means they give all immigrants some or if they give just them.
Yeah. Blaine will survive a Texas winter, unlike Texans. Mostly because I have this crazy thing called a generator. I had friends in Texas when that cold front came through, and they were in apartment complexes that did not have generators for like the heating system, or the heating wasn't like an oil heater or a propane heater. Like they had electric heating that didn't have a generator backup in an apartment complex. Like I feel like if you have an apartment complex, that's such a small cost compared to everything else that you do. Like it's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, I looked it up. It seems like they don't have one yet.
Okay.
So it was just Ukrainian immigrants getting $200 a month.
That is a healthy stipend, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Shinzo was awesome. We regret his death every day.
You don't need more immigrants. You just need to embrace monkey
babies, if you know what I mean. Wait, that sounded
puppy,
wrong. I didn't mean
baby.
Oh my gosh. Waifu forgot about puppy monkey baby. And we were talking about it on like the trip, and I was like, how do you not remember puppy monkey baby? Like, so I pulled up the commercial, and she was like, until this started,
puppy monkey baby,
purged it from my brain.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy
monkey baby.
The real question is if you remember what it's a commercial for.
Mountain Dew.
You got it.
Fucking Mountain Dew.
I think Wash is way less interesting than the Willie Mack and Hassan debate.
Dude, that was so funny.
Okay.
This is Destiny watching it. He adds about like half an hour to it, I think.
Probably a good half hour. Like, the Willie Mack debate is a little annoying because
It's really fun. It's really fun having Destiny revel in it.
Yeah, Hassan acts like he's winning the entire time, and he just isn't.
Yeah, there's a lot more fun to watch. You should watch that.
All right, let's. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else really funny in this. We'll power through this.
Yeah, I know it's tough. It's tough.
More playback.
Can we get your thoughts on the Irish communist response to this? Oh no, no one's ever asked me a question like that unless I'm about to learn something I don't like.
Irish communist.
No. Why?
Oh, see, Vosh is sad now. If I clicked your link, I would have gotten the revel in sad Vosh.
Oh my god. Is this actually like a
I'm lagging. I'm lagging. I don't have the bandwidth to laugh at Vosh right now, apparently.
Your computer's
Come on, computer.
chugging. It's chugging.
Irish communist group, or is this just a random Twitter account?
It's my my mesh has
This
been
is the world anti-imperial.
bad.
I don't think this is Ireland specific. I guess we can look at it anyway.
You're gonna
Rioting
look.
broke out in Dublin yesterday. Angry workers came to the streets and battled police.
They are workers, probably. Like, if you think about it, they probably work.
It's cringe to describe them that way.
As workers.
Yeah.
And not as rioters and looters.
Yeah, my Twitter just stopped working.
Yeah, that's really stupid. Whoever wrote that, I would be cringing too. I'm
Precipitation
watching
caused their
this.
anger was the stabbing of 2 adults, 3 children, which Irish police said is not a serious motive.
Yeah.
Whatever the truth of that incident, a few things are immediately apparent. One, the poor
Yeah,
sections of the
internet
entire
having
working class are
issues.
angry.
Oh no, internet.
2, the
Yeah,
real
so I
underlying
took-
cause of their anger is
You took what?
Yeah, so last night, right?
Okay.
I mean, this morning and all of today, like, I found weird bumps on my feet, right?
Why is that
okay.
a right? Like, what do you mean weird bumps?
There's a story, okay?
Did you know where these bumps came from?
No, I
like,
didn't.
the second
This
you
whole
saw
day,
one?
I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Where did these fucking bumps come from?
Okay.
Right? And they were kind of itchy and shit. So, like, I went to
yep.
take a bath an hour ago, you know?
Sure.
And I realized I have first-degree burns on my feet from the bath I took the previous night.
What?
Because it was so fucking hot.
How hot are you taking a bath that
It
you have burns?
It wasn't supposed to be that hot. It just got really fucking hot.
You're just
Like,
sitting there, you're like, oh, this is toasty. Oh boy.
Yeah. No,
Oh dear.
I'm not able to temperature control when I refill the tub, you know?
You're
So,
not?
like, well, like, I can, but it's a lot, like, harder.
I'm so
Like, I'm already in
confused.
the tub, so, like, if I set it too hot, it's going to be too hot, you know? Like, I'm already inside the tub.
I'm already in there, so I might as well keep on cooking.
No, so, like, if I want to refill it, I'm gonna just sit there still in the tub and refill it. I'm not gonna like get out and then start refill it until I get the right temperature.
So that's 2.
This just gets too hot sometimes. Very sad. So yeah, I burnt my foot.
That sucks.
I mean, it was funny. But,
Man, taking more than one bath a month sounds gay. Not in Japan. Not in Japan. Then you do it
Yeah.
with a bunch of other naked dudes too.
eat shit, Lucy.
Respect my culture. I know it's not my culture, but I've absconded with it at this point. So
I have a bathtub. Why wouldn't I take a bath?
usually speed. That's usually the reason.
Well, I'm sick and like I wasn't using my heater for a while, so I was just taking baths instead, like hot baths.
Gotcha.
I was trying to save money on electricity, and I lost that battle a few days ago.
With that, you finally had to click on the heater.
I was like, yeah, we're gonna turn that fucking heater on. Holy shit.
Yep, it's time.
Yeah.
We've hit the winter into Cali. What is it? 60?
It felt like 50.
You're mad because it was.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I think I'm probably at 34 again tonight.
Okay, it's 45. Let's
Ooh.
be fair. It is.
That
a
is
full
nippy.
45.
I am at 34 tonight.
Yeah.
For my Canadians, that's 1 degree Celsius is 34.
Damn.
Yeah. Sounds a lot worse in Celsius. You're like, 1? Damn. You only got 1 of those.
They're deepening poverty and
Yeah,
alienation
and the
from
high
society.
was
3.
60.
When the
so
workers turn
crazy.
onto the streets, they are a force capable of showing real power. 4. Class consciousness among the mass of European workers is, however, very low in leadership.
Oh my,
right.
This
is why this is why I'm a postmodernist. Okay, holy shit, cramming every problem into your Marxist class analysis shaped box.
All right,
The red narrative being funneled through a modern event, like, man, these guys were canceled.
Fury
they
of
just
the
wanted
canceled.
to not...
That doesn't make any sense. And where is he finding those
voice.
articles? Ooh, advertisement.
I feel like you just scroll.
Oh, he's watching somebody else's video.
How it's often presented. Why does it feel so authoritarian?
God, dude, they're like living stereotypes. Oh my god. Exactly what I said. Again, they're reactionary, but they're too...
I like how he calls people reactionary. Meanwhile, he's literally a reactionary.
His job is to react.
He is a walking reaction that like crawled out of the primordial ooze that was Destiny's community. And like just was like, I'm reacting, and then like shows up on the internet and then has the gall to be like, they're just reactionaries.
Of course I didn't watch it.
They're just reactionaries. Why are they like this? That's all they can think about is reacting to things in a negative way. And it's like, that's what you do. You reacted to them negatively. I don't understand why the act of reacting is a problem. When something happens, you react to it. Now, how you react to it and why you react the way you do is important, right? If someone brings you a cake and you're like, why'd you bring me a cake? Maybe you've got anger issues and you could actually like take care of that. You should look into that a little bit. Meanwhile, if somebody like stabs you and you're like, you grab their face and you're like, I forgive you. And that's your reaction. Like, oh, we consider that to be like Jesus. You're like, oh, look at you turning the other cheek. I think you should defend yourself because you probably should not let someone stab you, but
of course.
Moral instances can be a little more thought out than a random me shouting on the internet for a second. All right, on the other side of the internet, reactionary means far right to leftist. It's such a weird framing. Weird framing. You're like, oh, you're reactionary. Ugh. And they also, the other one, I think they use like authoritarian to always mean right wing when you're talking to like a leftist online, like a Vosh type. If he said authoritarian, he's gonna be talking about right wing. But socialism is also authoritarian. It's like they just forget that words apply in one way and not
get it. They don't think things through. Okay,
they're reactionary.
Like whenever a event happens that aligns with their worldview, they go out there and they start like saying that this wouldn't have happened if you just pass gun control, and that's what makes them a reactionary. Every time something happens, they use it and react.
They react to it. It's been reacted. I guess. It's so reductive to take like just a concept and then label that as the other side's concept of badness. And it doesn't seem useful, helpful. I don't understand how other people are drawn to that kind of movement that's like so base with its language use. I don't know.
Now, do we want to skip the coming up section, you know?
It's usually short, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like it spoils the reaction.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I'm here for Destiny's key moments, not fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I can explain that actually.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the reason why people go with arguments like that is because it's just a simple othering.
Is it really that? It's just the simplest othering.
Because
it's
tribalism is
base.
very natural to humans and it comes to people really easily. When you give them a simple solution to a complex problem, it's easier to think about it that way. I mean, this is what leftists will accuse other people of doing all the time.
Of course.
By othering other people that don't believe the way they do.
Yep. They other, so let's other.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, I would say. There's obviously levels to it in terms of exactly how you're doing it and being how manipulative you are in your descriptions, because some things are fairly simple and it's based on what you think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas other things are being heavily simplified, like Vosh will do most times, because the more you get into the details, the worse it looks. Right? That's just how it works out.
That is true. Sometimes the more you get into the details, the more you're like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it's helpful to be just dismissive. It's like, don't even need to bother talking about it. Obviously, it's true. Because if we actually had to have a discussion about it, I wouldn't be able to fully explain my ideas and why the other one is wrong, because they have some pretty legitimate points and mine really aren't well founded. You know?
Gotcha.
You're very brave for admitting that, Serranos.
Okay. Destiny's wife like other men?
Yes.
I mean,
I think he also like other women.
He likes other men too.
I think that's becoming a bigger issue in their relationship than they like to let on. Obviously they've got her whole like lawsuit or whatever has been going on in whatever weirdo country she's from.
Who's she suing?
I just feel like you very much do lose a lot of your connection with your partner if you're just fucking other people.
Yeah, almost like all of it, if you think about it. But yeah, that's.
What's the lawsuit about?
She messed up her taxes.
Oh.
And so Ireland was like, "Hey, we want our tax funds." Ooh, I like
Why are we
that.
looking at Destiny about this if his wife's from Ireland?
What? No, this isn't connected. What are you talking about? This
She's not
isn't
from
connected.
Ireland. She's from.
This isn't connected to Ireland.
The Netherlands.
This is about Hassan and Willie Mac drama, which is really funny. That's
No, I meant like earlier. We should have been listening to his wife.
Oh yeah, get her opinion on everything.
Yeah.
I think she's still out of the country. I don't think she's allowed to into America yet.
Oh, that's cringe.
Also, is she from Ireland? I didn't think she was from Ireland. I
No,
thought
she's from Sweden, Norway, one of those countries that people like Vosh think have better governments than us.
Yeah.
His wife loves Jesse Lee Peterson. Oh, that JLP, he's getting everywhere. You see his Joker suits? That's how you know. That's how you know.
Holy I just realized something.
But it never is.
Okay. But here's the Willie Mac show. What's up, Willie Mac show?
Hey, what's up, Hassan?
Not much. So I am not very familiar with what you do, but I believe you've done a couple videos about how dog I am, I think, right? You want to turn on your camera, by the way?
I mean, I'm recording. I don't.
Does anyone think that Hassan didn't watch the video before?
I mean, his claim that he puts forward is that I have a policy of not. I mean, he says he has a policy of not watching reaction bait videos. But he also said on Piers Morgan he has a policy of not covering breaking news, which we know is false. So you know,
I'm pretty sure he makes a couple lines suggesting that he has seen the videos.
Yeah,
like,
later in the debate, he has
on.
like two things he says that kind of implies he did.
It's weird because if he's not lying, he's a kind of like embodying the criticism against him. If he actually didn't watch the video, but then if he did watch the video, he's just straight up lying. So
yeah,
there's no winning if you're just gonna fib. I don't know.
I mean,
his mods definitely disingenuously watched the vids and gave him bullet points. Oh, even funnier, he doesn't watch the videos, but he has like a bitch mod who's like, you better watch the and feed me talking points. Like,
oh, that definitely happened.
Well, I mean, he talks to other people and he talks to his mods and whatever about stuff, and they'll tell him.
How much overhang do you think you need for like a belt?
But like, you can easily criticize someone for like calling you unironically evil, like that.
What is this gonna? What's that part gonna be?
I mean, he doesn't do that because he's stupid. But like, if you want to criticize Willie Mac, just say like a lot of your titles are very clickbait.
Yeah, that would be an easy. Like, I think you're clickbaiting and you're blowing what I do out of proportion or something like that. But to come in like, oh, you said I don't. For anyone who doesn't know, Willie Mac has made 2 videos on Hassan, and Is it 3 now?
He made a response to this video.
He made a response to this one. Okay, so he's
I know literally
no.
put the debate.
Okay, if you're including that one, it's 5 because he made 2 of them like a year ago.
Oh, it's okay. So he's got a lot of videos on Hassan, and one of his criticisms is that Hassan will reply to breaking news factually incorrect and then just never really
Just
say
hand-waves
I
it.
got it wrong. Just is like, well, I was right because of this, or you know, I got that wrong, but like it's still a problem because of that. Like you know, it's sort of ignores the fact that he messed up. And not like in a funny way, just in a like
when they go over all
down
this stuff, Willie Mac brings this up.
So that's why it's funny that he literally says, I didn't watch your thing.
I don't think I can at the same time.
I can't believe that of all the people he chose to debate on this topic, of all the people that he chose to debate on this topic, he fucking digs deep into the commentary community. What an actual
I like the way he says
debate
commentary
file, okay?
The debate pedophiles are.
Because that's what Hassan's saying that he invented. The debate pedophile.
No, Hassan is a debate hebephile now. Because it sounds worse. It always sounds worse to call someone a hebephile than it does to call them a pedophile. Because no one knows.
People are it's like, well, that sounds worse.
That sounds terrible.
He's a debate herbivore.
And then if you try to explain like what the difference is, now you sound like the pedophile. Do you think he's talking about him digging down into the debate community because of his recent connections with Turkey Tom?
You mean commentary? Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the commentary community.
I don't know.
Because Willie Mac's not really a name I know. He's not like a
no,
name.
but like I think I watched Turkey Tom's breakdown of this, and like he knew. I'm like, oh, so this is just like your community then, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, Willie Mac isn't that small.
No, I mean, he's not like one of the bigger guys though. It's not like the Mudahar, the Critical.
Okay, but to be fair, Critical was a gamer before anything else.
But still, what he does now is basically just commentary videos.
I know, which is sad because his commentary's pretty mediocre most of the time.
Pretty mediocre.
Hemophile, that's blood.
Hebiophile?
No, hemophile. That's
hemophile.
Blood. Yeah. Hemophilia is an inherited bleeding disorder which the blood does not clot properly.
That makes sense.
You're missing a B.
You're a debate hemoglobin.
Man, that it took a while for that for hemophile to hit my screen.
gotta
I
look
was
up
like,
the,
oh, haha, what are we laughing about?
Oh yeah, one funny part about this drama too was the fact that the moderators on the livestream fail subreddit really hate Destiny and they like Hassan. So they deleted clips of this like drama many times, but they just couldn't stop it, so they stopped doing it.
Yeah, that's a long time. Thing.
I think it was after this debate that Hassan got more mad at Destiny.
Autocorrect won't let you type it. Don't type it.
Actually started talking about him, basically.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Are out in droves. Holy moly.
I can't believe that's like that's where he's looking to get his owns on. Like, unbelievable.
This better be free use.
All right. So you
Did you watch the videos?
No, of course not. I have a policy of not really watching videos such
that I give strong commentary on. At least Hassan's honest here. Actually, Hassan's probably not honest. Not only did he probably watch it offline, he probably had other people watch it and take notes for him so they could be prepared for this conversation. But I guarantee you that Hassan has seen at least part of it, of course.
Yep.
Which is that one specifically because it will frustrate me, and then I will have to.
You want to debate about a video you didn't.
I love that his reason he doesn't do that is because it'll frustrate him. Like, oh, if I watch it, I'll get angry. I don't want to be angry. Like, what is
You don't
this?
like me when I'm angry.
What is this attitude of like?
That's funny considering the video.
Such baby-tude.
You didn't even watch.
Why? Yeah, of course. You made the video. I'm not
that-
like debating a random person about a video I didn't watch. You made the video, so let's hear.
I know, but
what
that
your
kind of like
gripes
that kind of
are.
links up to like my big criticism with you.
It literally
that
is
you don't
the
actually put in the
criticism.
bare minimum effort to research anything before you jump to conclusions. That's why your tweet when you're like, "Hey, I want to debate Willie."
Do you really
Palestine.
consider me watching a fucking dumb YouTube video
Yes.
from a drama farming channel to be doing research? I don't need to
Yes,
do
if
research
this is what you're
on a
talking
video.
about. You're going into a topic you don't know anything about.
Brother,
True. Yeah.
just give me what you want to say. Give me what you want to say. The video's about me, isn't it?
Yeah,
so fucking
sure.
talk to me about what the points of the video are, and let's discuss it. The do you mean?
My main
This is such a like arrogant, weird thing. How long even is the video that was made on him? Was it what 30, 40 minutes? Was it longer than that?
Why would I have to research a
There was a
video about
decent bit of
myself?
videos,
Like,
yeah.
Why would I? Oh my god.
the
Willie
ones from a
Mac
year ago were, like,
show
15
Hassan
minutes.
video.
And the recent ones were pretty long, 20 and up.
Still, 20-minute video when you stream for 8 hours a day. Like, come on.
Yeah,
is no-
you
Yeah, the
literally
thing is,
could've
he
just
literally
watched
watches
one.
videos more than half of his stream.
He could have watched one and been like, "Hey, let's talk about this one since it's the one I watched."
Yeah, or you could watch the most recent one, you know?
Yeah, that exactly.
Because now he wants to, they're going to start bringing up Ukraine.
Yeah, the one from a year ago.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Should print well, I think.
Yeah, so let's stay away from Israel Palestine.
Do I need to add some kind of dimple so that when I push it in, it sort of clicks into that?
Are you
Because
sure
I
that's
had that
gonna
one
hold
saved, but I
together?
can go give you the original from Hassan's channel.
You don't want the original.
Am I
that.
sure what you said?
I
Are
can
you
give
sure
you the original one from Hassan's channel, like the actual full debate from there.
No, I don't need the OG.
Are you sure that's gonna hold your clipper? Like
Wait, actually, does he not have that?
The clip? Probably.
the whole clipper.
Yeah. It's like a 3 mil chunk of plastic.
Oh no, I feel like that would fall off easily.
Like it'll probably snap. Like that's.
You know
I need-
Hassan's
I need
actually
some more
falling off right
reinforcement
now?
Here. I've heard that. I've
Yeah,
heard he's falling
he's
off.
actually like neck and neck with Destiny now in terms of political streamers when he was doing a lot better than him before.
Oh really? Damn.
Yeah.
Is that in views or is that something different?
That's viewership, yeah, live viewership.
Mm. So he actually fell off. He didn't like get outpaced by Destiny.
Oh yeah, he's been falling off, yeah.
Mm.
And I mean, you could take a look at his YouTube videos too. It's like they were just doing better than they are now.
Mm. You know who else fell off? Ricada Law.
Yeah, Ricada Law fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to talk about
Did
that
I ever?
dude.
Did we bring that up since you came back?
Wait, since I came back? Did
Yeah,
something
we talk
else
about
happen?
Ricada? No, it's just the general sentiment of people like hating Ricada.
It's really funny. People keep saying that he fell off and it's like an alcoholic. He's
Well,
fallen
no,
off.
it's people that says people say he's like an alcoholic. He's on a downward spiral. He cheated on his wife with like 3 different women.
Yeah.
His wife hates him. His wife's gonna divorce him, and all this
He's
crazy
gay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't
gay.
like when I left, the claim was that they went to like a swingers hotel.
Yeah,
That's where we were
People
at.
have been
with the
saying stuff for like
discourse.
years that like these random women that he streamed with, like the Megan Fox writer person, that he's
Yeah.
like slept with all these different women he's brought on.
Of course, because that's what you do with people that you bring onto a stream.
Yeah, like over the internet, bring onto a stream.
I think the Hassan debate against Willie Mac actually might have gotten deleted. I don't see it.
Isn't it on all of his not on his channel, but the Clipper channels?
Yeah, I'd look there, but I
Really?
didn't see one. I just saw the ones from Willie Mac.
Wait, that's weird. Let me look this up.
Yeah, it just didn't show up for me.
Not even one of the.
There we
the
go.
clip
Okay.
channels.
I had to go down kind of far. Yeah. Yeah, this one is the original.
Oh, no, I mean, it was like 5th down for me.
It was like 12.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Destiny and
actually
Lauren
has more
Southern.
he adds.
No, they were talking about Nick Ricada.
Oh, Destiny absolutely did with Lauren Southern. You know it.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's no way you stick
Why
to that long.
wouldn't you?
That's good. That's a good
Look,
question.
in his situation specifically, where he's basically single.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I should be good.
And they were hanging out for months, man. Like, it definitely happened.
Mac destroys a black and tan. It is true.
Yeah, I forgot how much
people are
Destiny
saying anywhere
has
from
this one. Yeah, that's why I gave you the other one too, if you like. So you can just go over that and see Hassan's descent much quicker.
What's the length difference? This is 2
An
hours.
hour.
That's an hour. Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't know it was quite that long. Yeah.
I never assume somebody's proficiency in the bedroom, Lucifer. It's rude. It's rude. Why would you?
That's fair.
20 minutes to an hour. How can you guys all be... Hassan's horrible response on his radicalized audience. Is it this? Or is it Hassan the worst... Oh, there were 2 videos. Okay.
Oh, there were 4, Nissan.
Oh,
man, I can't believe I have to
I have
watch.
no doubt you didn't.
I have to watch a fucking dumbass talk shit for 25 minutes. And
Also, how fucking awkward is it? Does Hassan do this often where he brings somebody to his house and they're just like sitting here in the background while he's like debating and screaming at people? Like,
this guy doesn't say a
like,
word until the end of the debate.
He's just like, are you Israeli?
I would literally just leave for a minute. Like, just, oh yeah, bro, you're go ahead, do your debate. I'm gonna go eat. Is he on his phone? Like he looks like he's just kind of staring.
He just sits there.
Dude,
the
he
whole
just sits
time.
there and smokes the entire time.
That must be like this is our allegory for Hassan's audience. So now we know what his audience looks like. It looks like this guy.
Yeah, and if you look at the YouTuber comments on any of like his fan Clipper channel uploads, it's like people saying, "Oh, dude, I feel so bad for Philly in the back, man. He didn't sign up for this."
Philly.
Oh,
why
no,
is he named a horse?
That was his name.
What was his name, Austin?
I don't know, but you called him Philly, and now all I can think of is a horse.
I'll check here.
That's on you.
Might
I
be
think you'd be green in bed. Thanks, Lucifer. It means a lot.
boys that I've heard about myself over and over again. Incredibly stupid. Give me the fucking takes and we'll talk about it.
My take is that you have a pattern of behavior where breaking news happens, you jump to wild conclusions talking way too confidently.
Okay. To be fair, you do this too sometimes. Person will come on and say, "Did you watch X?" and you respond, "Just tell me the important points. I'm not going to watch some random video for you." Hold on. Have I said that?
Destiny getting called out.
There is a difference. There is a difference.
Can he come up with the difference fast enough?
I mean, the reason is the fact he doesn't usually bring on people to talk about, hey, let's talk about the video you made about me.
Yeah, the difference
That's
is
not usually why he has people
Willie
on.
Mack is specifically there to talk about the video.
That is true.
When somebody asks you, hey, let's debate your video, you would assume they probably watched it.
Yeah, okay, just be like, okay, Hassan, I'm going to come back tomorrow after you've seen the video.
No, I'm not going to come over. Like, he doesn't, you know, if you're Willie Mack, you know you're never getting this chance again.
Well, yeah, Willie Mack's doing
If you
this.
leave, he's going to be like running Mac for the entire rest of your life.
Oh, he's already running Mac.
That's what he calls him 5 minutes into the debate.
Running Mac, really?
Or not
Willie
running Mac, but yeah.
no show or whatever.
He did that before he even knew that he wanted him to debate.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why? I don't understand.
On Twitter.
I don't understand.
Yeah, because Hassan's a bitch.
That to the creator of a video? I feel like if somebody's coming on to discuss their video, don't I always watch the video first? Why would you compare those two things? Well,
I mean,
yeah, there are probably times when people come on and like, "Oh, did you watch the XYZ video?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't seen this. Like, just summarize it for me." But have I said that to a person who's made a video? Like, okay.
Like an honest to goodness video.
Like the whole reason of making
I'm sure
videos
it's probably
and stuff
happened at
is
least.
to condense information, make it not always, but usually the point should be to condense information and make it more digestible.
Exactly.
Literally, like having somebody explain in real time when you don't understand any of the context is kind of hard.
You got to condense it to an 8-minute video.
Yeah, give him an 8er or a 10er.
Mhm.
You know, some people. I mean, it's hard enough to get.
And I
them
mean,
to
Willie
watch
Mack
a minute.
specifically brought up his main criticism too.
You don't watch your video. Yeah, he already did actually give the main criticism, and he's kind of ignored it, or does he not think that's the main criticism? That's a let's see which Vosh we're talking to, or not. Oh my god,
Which Vosh we're talking?
I gotta switch gears.
He needs to gain another 100 pounds.
Which Hamas Abi we're talking about?
It's once, but I mean, I feel like generally.
Okay, give me an example. Pause.
Disagrees with
example.
Example.
Give me an example.
All right,
Are you going to talk about? Okay.
There was reports that Ukraine was going to be invaded by Russia. You confidently said no, it wasn't, despite all the reports. Then Russia invades, and then instead of apologizing and correcting the story, you then
I didn't apologize and correct the story.
You justify the invasion.
Wait,
right?
I didn't apologize and correct the story.
Let me finish my.
Wait, hold on. No, this is important.
This is the pattern of behavior.
Because you said you. Wait, hold on. You're the one who doesn't do his research, because I did apologize and I did correct the record. You just didn't see it.
You kind of walked it back too. It's
Wait,
in
no.
the video.
No. I very clearly apologized for it. You didn't see that because all you do is look at fucking clips.
It's in the video. It's in one of my videos.
So why did you just now bring it up as though I've never apologized?
Oh, this is so
because I said the words. I'm
the
sorry.
reality is, I think Hassan did kind of sort of like mini apologize, but it was, I'm pretty sure it was like, I think Willie has the order of events right here. He denied it. He made literal Snapchat videos like bragging about like, oh, day 12, no Russian invasion, blah, 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 blah.
What's up, folks? I'm live and alive, and we got a lot to talk about. I was right about Ukraine. That's right. War is not imminent. Oh, shocked to find out. Anyway, we're going to talk about that and a bunch of other stuff, so get in now. Possibly a new React series as well, so.
Is that why I don't have enough subscribers? Is because I don't go on Snapchat? And
Ooh, that's a thing. That's a good thing right there. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that fucking pause.
It's like a giant hair flip. Like he really went into it.
You don't want to miss it. I think maybe I'll tell my editors to do this, but I think I'll just change I'll change this every day to Ukraine has still not been invaded by Russia every day. To make sure that the wishes of these fucking weirdo, like, I'm actually a sock them and you're a fucking tanky idiots on the internet.
Videos.
Yeah, you can edit them.
August is.
Well, no, he has editors. Yeah, he has editors.
August is on point finding these. Yeah, he's like, oh, let me go find the citations and stick them in this video. It's good. It's a good job. Good job, editor. I'm going to just merge these, and then I'm going to stick this other piece in there.
Dimensional merge?
Yeah, it's dimensional merge. When's that coming again? Is that around the corner yet?
Didn't it already happen?
What are you talking about?
The
dimensional merge.
What do you mean, what are we talking about? What? How do you online without knowing about the dimensional merge?
I don't know what that is.
The merging of the dimensions.
Sounds like you're unprepared for it. That's kind of cringe.
I guess.
You know who's super prepared for the dimensional merge is Ethan Ralph. He's ready and waiting.
He is ready. He's fit.
I think being the opposite of an Ethan Ralph could only be a good thing.
It can only be good.
No. You don't understand. He's skinny now.
Yeah, Vosh is tiny now.
No, Ethan Ralph is.
Oh, Ethan Ralph is?
Yeah.
Too much. Wait, no. Coke gives you like a prego belly.
No, you want to look up Ethan Ralph because he is skinny now. He's only posting skinny photos.
That feels like it's not true.
It's
not true.
I know it feels like it's not true.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What did they do to him? They massacred my boy. Look at this skinny mother.
Why does he look like Carl Jobst now?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that was the dimensional merge, Ethan Ralph being skinny.
Maybe he's eating, or like he was eating the dimensional merge, and now that he's stopped eating, we can get the merge again. Oh my goodness. He kind of looks like if you ever have like your friend's dad got cancer and like was going through chemo but like survived and is now getting his hair back and like finally putting on weight. They kind of put on that weight in like weird spots, but you can tell they lost it like everywhere. Oh my goodness. I wonder how much time Gator will spend breaking down why this is a Photoshop instead of losing some weight off his fat ass. Is he just... I should be careful scrolling the gun.
Here's the safe word picture.
I don't even know if I can call him that. Can we still call him the gun? Like...
He defeated it.
And he has the
fat
skin
shaming
still, right?
Gator now, like, and it means something. Oh my goodness, I was not prepared for that today.
Here's a pic for you.
The gunt is gone. Reduced to shit.
Reduced to atoms.
No, reduced to calories, I guess.
Reduced to calories.
Mere crumbs.
Hold on, let me shrink this out of the way. Can't believe Ethan Ralph had to get a divorce because his wife turned out to be Steve Franson in a wig. Oh my goodness. At least he's still funny to laugh at.
Yeah.
You know, he may not be fat anymore, but we can still giggle at him.
He still married that.
He did. Is that the one he married because he had to, or the one he married to get away? Or
I
so
don't
someone
know.
wouldn't kill him?
Neither one is good.
Yeah.
Right.
Will, yeah, change it to Russia still has yet to invade Ukraine. And it's like day 11 at this point, you know what I mean?
Then it happened, and then I think as it happened, he was either justifying it or downplaying it, and then after a while, then he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, they did this, or I got this thing wrong, or whatever, right? But it was, I'm pretty sure it was after all of that. Willie might have it in his video. That's my recollection. But yeah, but now Hassan is doing it's a debate tactic. He's trying to hinge on the one least important part, right? Like yesterday, I saw you walk into a nursery and murder 15 babies and come out walking in a red t-shirt. Wait. Oh, a t-shirt? Was it really? Did I really have a t-shirt on, bro? Like, well, okay, no, you killed, but no, bro. T-shirt? Really? Like, that's the strategy, is to like...
We're like, I need more subs so I can afford editors. It's too funny. That back and forth little thing that he's doing. Like, obviously, it's funny when he's doing it on the stream, but to take that extra little bit to, like, fade in and fade out two sides of the screen, like he's actually arguing with himself, like, that's a little something that most people who just put this on while they work will never see. I love that so much.
Like, find, like, the one least important part of the entire thing, and then, like, hang your whole ass hat on that argument. Yeah, Illustrious Picks, thanks for the $19.99 donation, buddy.
And the worst part is when people call you out.
Why did you just bring that up? I never apologized then.
See, and he's got it too. He knows what he's doing. This is like super ultra intentional because the rest of it is really hard to excuse. The rest of it is pretty inexcusable, I think. Yeah.
Why did you just say I?
This is the Ukraine part.
Was wrong.
It's always wrong. Russia was deploying units across the Ukraine border. U.S. intelligence said that they were going to invade. But Hassan and his intelligence team of absolutely no one says no.
And we got a lot to talk about. I was right about Ukraine. That's right. War is not imminent. Oh, shock. I think maybe I'll tell my editors to do this, but I think I'll just change I'll change this every day.
Such a bad take.
Ukraine has still not been invaded by Russia. Every day. Change it to Russia still has yet to invade Ukraine. And it's like day 11 at this point. You know what I mean?
He'd post J-Station memes making fun of people worried about the imminent invasion, and when his completely arrogant and baseless predictions would be proven wrong, he'd go out and make more arrogant and baseless predictions.
The reason why I'm saying a lot of the information that's coming out of the State Department is wrong or outright false is because what I'm showing you right now is
Because
literally
he's a lefty. Can't believe
people
State
talking about like bombing Kiev. That is insane. That's psychotic.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I think that
nothing has been worse than his coverage of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. He sells himself as an on-the-ground.
Yeah, but now he's trying to hang his whole ass hat on this idea that maybe at one point he might have apologized. How did he fuck up so badly? Remember, don't use complicated analysis, okay? All you have to do is the very, very simple analysis of America bad. Remember, it was the United States that was publicly publishing information saying that Russia was going to invade. Well, obviously, the U.S. is doing that because they're bad and they want to do propaganda and make Russia look bad. So America bad, therefore invasion fake, right? It's that simple, right?
You don't complicate it.
You could just take the L Ukraine. Wait, no, that's not what I'm saying. America has already delivered the L to Ukraine, okay? That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. At all.
What an insane thing
I'm
to
saying
say
America
after the
needs
invasion.
to take the L.
Destiny, even funnier Kiev bombing take.
What? Like,
wait.
No, I'm not wrong. America's wrong because other thing that you're not telling me I was also wrong about. Like, what a weird like position. Is he like worried about being wrong, or like does he think that like the optics of apologizing are just too hard to come back from? Like where do you get to the point where you're like, oh, I said a thing, it didn't happen, and then this, where you're just like, but it's mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, hey, Choo Choo. I feel like when I'm wrong about something, I'm like, oof, I was wrong about that. This show didn't turn out the way I thought it was gonna be, and A, it's better for it, or B, it's not good. Like
I was about to say Hulk.
Yeah, you can always say, oh, I was wrong about a thing, and then make more commentary on the current situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. No one's gonna hate you for that.
Well, yeah, like I just won't even read the fucking anime descriptions anymore. I don't care. If it's good, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
What?
Can't
Hold on.
trust
What is
those damn
this?
descriptions.
Like look like Tim Pool after that 49 state landslide. Yeah. I would look like Tim Pool after that 49 state landslide L if, you know, there was a active bombing currently happening on Kiev, and like Ukrainians were being murdered left and right at this moment.
Oh, you mean that thing that happened?
I would be that way if America was like, we're going with a full-throated, this is a full-blown invasion, and yet it hasn't happened. At this point, I have a more aggressive stance on Russian troops inside of Ukrainian borders than the American State Department does.
Remember, the invasion was on the 24th, so this is literally one day before the invasion.
So how do you pair up with that?
Yeah.
Bro, America's literally like they're doing a fucking W tour. They're like, yo, we're gonna predict the misinformation to false flag. Dude, okay, solve it. Solve the problem. What the fuck are they gonna do? Are they gonna go in? Are they gonna fucking fight back? Are they gonna like actually fly planes into Ukraine? Are they gonna send in the 6,000 troops at the fucking border of Ukraine? Non-believers like you was on.
Wow, Hardshot Tour, thanks for the 8 gifted subs.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they got this one fucking. They got this one. Okay. At this point, if you are in a position of fucking power, you had every opportunity to fucking exhaust diplomacy, instead of fucking endlessly being like, this is a war that's.
This like? Is this a court justice? Is that Sotomayor?
Yeah,
like
I
just
don't know.
Quietly talking in the background. Pause it, Hassan. Just pause it while you say some things. Why is that so difficult for some people? Pausing it too much
that's bad content.
Is its own thing.
Things. Could you imagine
pausing a video so that you can go take a dump? Like, yeah. Imagine.
It's gonna happen. This is where it's gonna happen. Okay, then try to solve it.
I don't want to second guess.
Just solve it, bro.
Is going to do next. That we know he's doing now, and you know.
You could just take the L Ukraine. Wait, no, that's not what I'm saying. America has already delivered the L to Ukraine. Okay, that's not what I'm saying at all.
You're such an inspiration. I debated in high school, but you never tried here on YouTube. Nice to see some other libcuck standing. Wow, thanks, Les.
Les.
I never apologized
Just like
for
you
it
did with
when I
Dylan
did.
Burns, right? You claim that's all out of context.
Why did you say I never apologized?
See, again, dude, that one. How many minutes are we going to spend on this one point?
Why did you just say I never
you then
apologized?
justify more. You then make more outrageous claims. You
I'm sorry.
apologize with
Why
your
did you
outrageous
say
claims.
I never apologized if I did, and you just repeated? You just repeated after I said no, I did apologize. You moved the goalpost. You moved the goalpost, and you tried to fucking act like I was just backtracking.
I didn't move the goalpost, dude. This is exactly my criticism.
You did. Stop saying this is
If you
exactly my
watch-
criticism. Okay, but
if
your
you watch
criticism
the
is fucking
video,
stupid.
Your apology is in there.
Okay,
You
then
just didn't watch it, so you're just making shit up right now. That's what you're
No,
doing.
I'm
You're
going
saying
off
I'm
of-
doing
I'm
something
going off
that I
of what
didn't
you're
do,
saying.
because you didn't watch the video because you don't research anything, which is the
Why
whole
would I
criticism.
watch a fucking stupid video
Because
that you
that's the
made when I'm
topic.
talking to you because the video is about me?
I
You
lock
said
this?
with
You're
your
saying
words that I didn't
did,
actually
that I
apologize.
did. You're saying
You
I
said
did.
with your
One thing that I wonder is that as Hassan's audience starts to kind of shrink, and he has this inability to kind of like go to other places and look outwards, I wonder if he's feeling more pressure from people that are criticizing him, because it's kind of strange that he dug like this deep to debate this particular guy that made like a bad video on him. It was really weird a few weeks ago that he was like fighting with all of my orbiters on Twitter. That was like bizarre. I wonder if he's feeling like mounting pressure to respond to negative feedback of him or something like more than in the past.
That I did.
Because I mean, when everything's good and like he's rolling in the money and he's like 60,000 live viewers on Twitch, it's easy. When you're dropping down to like 20, 15,000, starting to sweat a little bit because you're gonna have to start paying some of these cars off.
I mean, even just the one car, like, doesn't even need to be cars plural. It could literally just continue to be the one.
Yeah, because he doesn't want. He's realizing
Porsche.
if his money goes down, he's gonna have to cut down on his expenses. Or
Who
maybe he doesn't.
cancels a Twitch subscription though?
Somebody going through like a bankruptcy, maybe.
Exactly.
They're like, "Ooh, I better get my life in order. I can't keep paying this weirdo to say things." Or someone who watches this video and is like, "Wait a minute."
He can be in exactly as much debt as he can afford, which means whatever his monthly Twitch income is exactly how much debt he should have.
I do not
I wouldn't
agree
do
with
that.
the financial advice given by the bunger. All right. Oh man, gonna have to downsize that mansion. Yeah, I was listening to Destiny, watching the Boogie like documentary, and it's like, man, I forgot how bad of a place Boogie's just kept himself. Like that's a guy who's like, there's something mentally wrong with the way that he's looking at life and himself and everything around him, because you need to make very clear and obvious decisions while you have the means to correct your life now. We'll see if Boogie pulls it out, but it's not looking good for the big guy. But maybe he can get some inspiration from seeing Ethan Ralph be skinny. So maybe that'll help Boogie. Getting his ass beat by Wings of Redemption and then seeing skinny Ralph, he'll be like, damn, what have I done with my life? The pumpkin advice.
Is this what you're going to talk over me when I'm giving you the answer?
No.
I'm giving you a very straightforward answer. I did do that.
Okay.
I did cover
so
your
you
apology.
said I did apologize, but it wasn't
Yeah,
good
and
enough
then
for
I
you. Is that what
showed
you're
it,
saying?
and I showed you apologizing for making your fairly baseless claims, jumping to conclusions, and then you followed that up by making more baseless claims, jumping to conclusions.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I don't think I
Go
need
on.
anything else.
What are the baseless claims that I made?
Oh yeah,
that I
liking negative tweets about me is like so bizarre too. Yeah, Jesus.
jump to conclusions on, even though you originally said I said that Russia would never invade Ukraine, which is true. I did say that because I did think that it would be an unimaginably stupid decision for Russia. Okay, which I claimed would be impossible to occupy Ukraine, a country with.
He's getting a ton of likes for his pro-Palestinian tweets, though. I think he's going to grow from this. I don't think so. I think that this is going to be like a pretty popular thing for people on the left right now, like because it's like current thing. But I think, like I said, I feel like I've seen enough on the internet. But who knows? We'll see. I feel like this has been a big like eye-opening moment for a lot of people, where they're like, oh shit. Like maybe like this like super progressive or like socialist commie shit is like a little bit more dark than we had originally realized.
Do you think that, or do you think people are just?
I
Gonna
think it already
dig in
is.
deeper? I mean, obviously we've seen the you said
No,
like,
like
there's a drop in
Hassan personally has lost a lot of views since he started the Israel stuff. Yeah, he's personally lost a lot of views. Like he's been trending down. I feel like the Israel Palestine stuff definitely contributed.
Are you sure it isn't like a seasonal decline since it is winter now?
People killing their subs so they can afford Christmas presents.
Maybe.
And
But
no
if
more
it's just
tier 3
worship
sub
and,
for
like,
Hassan because I need to buy an Xbox.
you have to imagine a lot of his viewers are students, so a lot of them could just be like hitting finals and shit. Or even just be going on
Graduating
vacation
and
for
having
holidays, they
to
won't
finally
be
pay
thinking about
bills.
it. You know, going on vacation, they won't be thinking about politics and shit.
Yeah. They actively are like, oh yeah.
So like if there is a seasonal decline, then I wouldn't like just look at his numbers year over year is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. See if he's actually grown since last year as opposed to looking at last
No, what I
month.
mean like compare like does he normally go down this time of year?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you
agree.
said something different, my bad.
I said, yeah, see if he's gone down compared to last year, not compared to last month.
Oh yeah, my bad. I definitely misunderstood.
That's all right. We got it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody wish Lolly a happy belated birthday. It was his birthday yesterday, I think.
Yeah, and he's streaming right now.
Yeah. Go.
That's cool.
We're just...
But you know who else is streaming right now? Fuamoko.
It's tough choice.
Tough choice
I know
to
who I
click
chose.
a video so that I can just real quick say
Introducing-
happy birthday.
Look, I chose Fuamoko.
It's tough choice.
Boogie's a good inspiration on what not to do. All right. Whoops, I should leave a like. I can't just drop into stream. Right click. Oh, weird. Weird. Used to be able to right click the plus. Now you can't.
Weird.
Drop a little happy hype. Fuamoko. Fuamoko sounds like the new fire starter. Fuecoco.
Fuecoco.
Fuecoco. How do they spell it? Fuecoco? Yeah, F-U-E though. The guy who wrote an article about a kid in face paint is getting served massive L's on Twitter. Oh, the guy who was like, I can't believe they're doing blackface at the Cardinals game.
Mm-hmm.
Football.
He took a dead sideways, like a profile shot of the kid.
NFL fans blackface at game sparks fight. Yeah, the picture is so funny when you're like this is the kid, right? He's just wearing like the school colors, right? School colors, red and black, or team colors. It's Kansas.
Yeah.
Everybody does red and black. I've seen guys who will like do their entire body in like purple and gold at the Husky games, or all purple with like the big W. Like people do all kinds of crazy things.
You've gone to Husky games?
Yeah, I used to go to them quite a bit. So
I'm out.
What you haven't heard the story yet?
No, it's just incomparable differences in political philosophy.
Oh, I see. Now we've had our Destiny and Hassan moment. Now you're gonna go off and become a famous Twitch streamer, and I'm gonna be like, I remember that guy when he was.
And then you're gonna become
in
a
my
cuck.
streams, and then I'm gonna be a cuck. Yeah, that's how it works.
Wait, that means I have to be a cuck too, because didn't Vosh do that?
Probably. I don't know. No, I had a friend growing up who was like, you know, I think Chappelle tells the joke about going to a white friend's house for the first time. I have that same exact memory of going to someone's house and being like, you got stairs, like I remember that. And he was the friend that had all the Legos. They also had a boat, and his older brothers were like old enough to be in college when we were all in elementary school. And so we would take his boat to the stadium for the first game of the season is free if you're in Washington, I guess. Or maybe it's like not a game that matters, but we would go to like a free football game, or he paid for it and I just didn't know because I was, you know, a dumb little kid.
Yeah, I had a friend when I was a kid. They had groundskeepers.
Jeez.
That's
You're
all.
like-
That says enough about the house.
Exactly. Yeah, no, there's some people you're like, wow. And then you have to watch like a black comedian talk about going to his white friend's house before you find someone else who you can like relate with on that. And you're like, I did it. I found a relation. Am I Eminem now? It's my life.
I feel like that's going to be the ultimate takeaway because I feel like it's already happened quite a bit in a few different fan bases, but we'll see.
With 44 million people whose entire national independence movement has revolved around literally trying to escape from Russia for the most part, regardless of the Russian-speaking population in the Eastern Front. Okay. Having said that,
I mean, this
however,
has nothing to
I
do
also
with what I said, though. This is all just random nonsense.
yeah, because you're a fucking scumlord
No, it
drama
doesn't-
farmer.
it
Of course, it doesn't have anything to do with anything
topic.
because the specifics don't matter to you.
The specifics do matter.
Well, if they do, then when I
All right,
describe,
here, I got another one. Let's do this one too.
there's an
This is the
entire
one you
YouTube video
tweeted
called
with.
"I was wrong about Ukraine." Like, there's literally
and that same.
I wonder with that YouTube video, what is it actually like?
Yeah,
It's
Hassan,
exactly
I was wrong.
It's exactly what you think it is. It's Hassan Abi going, you know, I was wrong, but America's still wronger. Like that's gonna be the video.
Like
about
Hassan's like, oh, he's just a scumbag drama farmer. It's like, why are you talking to him?
No, it's
Yeah.
literally the meme of.
If you
I
think his
was wrong,
opinion doesn't.
but at least it won't go this far.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Hassan. But also, it's just like he's talking. He completely dismisses Willie Mack. But you're talking to him.
Yeah. Why talk?
If you think if his opinion has no value, why are you talking to him to address the criticism and not
Yeah.
letting him say it? He's not letting him get out any full sentences.
Yeah.
Because it looks
Well,
worse for
I
him.
think I'm gonna be good with
He
this.
needs a win after Pierce Morgan.
Oh, did Pierce Morgan spank him? I don't think I've actually watched.
He
that
said some
one
really.
yet.
I could show you a short clip from that,
Look,
or the good
Pierce,
bit.
we're both propagandists.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I feel like there's another one. Like, didn't Shank go on Pierce?
Yep.
I feel like that one would be funnier. Just
I don't remember
What-
which was
what-
funnier.
well, I mean,
I
as
can
long
only
as
think
Shank
of,
gives us the line, like I don't care about anything else that happens there.
I can only think of.
Of course.
Oh yeah, he was okay. Shanks was definitely better because he was arguing with that not Israeli, but pro-Israeli rabbi from the U.S. who just kept calling him like, "Yo, why is your channel named the Young Turks? The fucking genocide."
Oh, what a weirdo. Why would you yell at someone about that?
Yeah.
Of course. I love that it's now his theme song. It's just for him to shout, "Of course."
Of course.
Of course. Like it's always the same lead in. Like he can do it anytime because it's just do you think someone would do X bad thing? Of course. That's always the joke.
Of
But it
course.
always gets me. I mean, do you think the politicians would do something that puts money in their pockets?
Of course.
Of course. Like it doesn't matter what he's saying. Oh, it's so good. Oh, you breathed in right as I hit play. What's up?
Do you think your nephew is a bitch?
Of course. No, I think the one he does there is, I mean, he's my nephew. He's not me. We disagree all the time. You think we disagree? You think a nephew and an uncle can disagree? Of course. Oh gosh, thank you, Chank. Never change, Chank.
430,000.
Never changed Shank. Good one.
Never change.
Wait, do you still think that the invasion isn't going to happen? Not trolling, just joining? I think that the peacekeeping mission is like literally that's it. That's overtaking eastern Ukrainian territories. That's absolutely invasion. That is happening. I was wrong. I assumed that we could actually have diplomatic talks. I'm wrong. I was wrong. I did not even think that Russia would take over eastern territories, and I was wrong. I think that if the reports are true, because there's been a lot of information that has been wrong,
the reports are
completely
true,
wrong, and there's still a lot of information that the Western State Department is pumping out by way of mainstream media about like Russia is going to go and overtake Kiev and they're going to go into Ukraine. But yes, this is earlier today.
Why are you bro? Are you in any position to doubt anything the State Department says at this point? Why are you even trying to cast doubt on these things?
Vladimir Putin said that a couple days ago, the lower parliament in Russia voted to recognize eastern Ukrainian territories that have some, not majority, but some Russian people living in it to be independent. This is a part of Russia's strategy in expanding into areas that it believes that has historical fucking territorial claims to. They claim there's Russians there. This is an independent area. We voted. We decided that this is an independent region. We recognize this as an independent region. And then
you used to be a TYT member. I can believe it. Like there was a time I think like I was never a member because I was like didn't care about politics like that. But wait, why is this like weird? Where's my mouse?
Are you gonna do the tree branch thing now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta figure out why is my mouse not in Chitterbox?
they say there are Russian people there. We need to defend those Russian people. And then they will fucking push troops there to do peacekeeping missions. And it's basically just an annexation, okay? Literal Lebensraum arguments. Goddamn, wait, what? I'm not saying that's appropriate for the record. I'm not agreeing with that. So I don't know why people don't understand where I'm coming from. I disagree with that. I disagree with a Russian invasion of Ukrainian territories. I've said this time and time again. Correct.
Stefan Clark, $20. Thanks, buddy.
Crimea is different, but Eastern Ukrainian territories where Russians live is entirely separate from that conversation. You could say backpedal Andy all you fucking want, but that's because you are a brain-dead idiot who cannot comprehend that new information comes out that changes my analysis, okay? You aren't acknowledging that most of Donbass per the Minsk Treaty lines is held by Ukrainian forces, though, so if Russia goes in to support the separatist border claims, they will necessarily fight the Ukrainian forces there. No, I do recognize that, and that's precisely why I'm saying that is moving towards an act of fucking war. Do you have thoughts on how this might end? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Macron. We'll see what happens with the conversation between, you know.
Okay.
In video, you make more claims about.
Like what?
If I remember, I mean, this is a year ago. I made this
go ahead.
video.
Go ahead.
I'm guessing
Like
you
what?
didn't watch that either.
Like what? Of course I didn't watch it.
Holy sh! I just fucking realized something. Hassan's style of debate is actually identical to who? Does anybody know what his style of debate is identical to?
No. Why would I know? Or
Kanye.
Kanye's debate. Yep.
It's not Vosh. I don't think Vosh talks like he does.
No,
Definitely
not
not
Vosh.
One person. I'm waiting for one person to get it.
Couldn't be Vosh.
Slavoj
That Homer, you got it. Hassan's style of debate is identical to Lav's. This was how I would watch Lav run circles around people, where she'd argue with something where she was like pretty obviously incorrect.
Nobody cares about your
but if you
orbiters.
didn't know every
single lie, it's just you made more claims. You
You used to have a crush on Cara Santa Maria, the bow.
Who?
more basic.
Like,
Oh,
what-
it's,
I
gotta go pull it up
on
in
the show. She's got jaws wide as a boat.
Cara Santa Maria's got a jaw, does she?
Yeah. That's a man, baby.
Lucifer, what say ye for yourself?
Defend your honor.
Words in your defense, sinner.
You better say something like she was more attractive in college or something, because
Can we find an older photo, please?
That's the best you're gonna get.
That's the best we're gonna get. Look, me personally.
I mean, to be fair, Lucifer is a dog, so I mean, she's got a lip ring in this photo. Like that's the worst part right there. Okay.
Look, can we get her some help from some Chinese woman? I feel like they could fix that.
Chinaman. Cara Santa Maria sexy. See? Dog. Dog thought, dog talk.
in the video because you didn't.
You didn't prepare for your own. You didn't prepare where you were literally coming on here to talk about not Israel Palestine, mind you, but about Ukraine, and you didn't even prepare with talking
I'll
points.
talk
Really?
to you about Israel Palestine. That'll be the next point. It's you doing the same thing again.
Oh
Well, dude,
my
how
God.
do you impromptu ask me
I'm
to
sorry,
a debate
Felix.
this minute? If I had a day to prepare, I
sorry,
would have
Felix.
everything. But you didn't. You just completely like you blew this
Oh,
whole
He's
that's
not
true. Hassan was
sorry.
like,
He's
he won't even
sorry.
debate me, and after like 30
Of course
minutes, he
course he's not sorry. It's a performative sorry, so that he can just be like, oh, I said sorry.
Trust people by their actions, not by their words.
Yep.
Accused him of like running away and shit. Holy.
Video. It's your video about me. These should be so simple for you to be like, this is where you lied. Just say it. We already established that the first thing. The first thing you did was wrong.
All right, you got to give me a minute.
Okay. Are you trying to link me your video? I'm not going to watch your video. Just say it with your mouth, with your words. Go ahead.
I have to watch my video to see what my receipt is because this is a year old. Right? I didn't know where.
You don't even know your own video. You don't know the contents of your own video.
I made it a year ago, bro.
You think you're doing a good job right now? Do you think you're doing a good job right now, defending your position? Like it's such a.
Wait, he made the video a year ago? Wait, what does that mean? Did he actually?
Wrong.
He made a
Posted
video
2 weeks ago.
a year
I don't know how
ago.
long it takes to make videos. That's kind of.
Yeah, the one he
Profound
saw.
position.
doing
It's such a
exactly what I
profound
expected you to
position that you don't even remember your own talking points. Oh my lord!
Dude, I'm trying to find your talking point.
This is the.
I'm trying to find your talking point.
I know. My talking points that you claim are wrong should be, in the chamber for you to fire off. You came on here because you thought, let's have a conversation about these fucking videos that I've made.
Do instantly right now, right? When I was out.
Stop complaining. Give me the talking points. Come on. Stop complaining.
The Ukraine video is older. I think that's what he's saying. Okay.
Tell me what it was. Stop bitching. Tell me what it was. You started the conversation by talking about Ukraine. Why did you bring up Ukraine if you weren't ready to talk about it?
Tactics.
It's so dumb.
He's a debate hemoglobin.
Hemophile. He's a debate hemophile.
He's a debate hippie bridal.
A debate Cara Santa Maria.
Oh yeah, you got that right. Actually, I'm just gonna save this as is, and then I'll print it another day. Where did my save button go? Oh, there it is.
Your first point that you brought up was that I never apologized for it. I debunked it within seconds.
Listed out and all the receipts right here, but you said get on now, Willie No Show.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, Willie No Show. Come on. What's the second talking point?
Yelling in my ear while I'm pulling up the receipt.
Willie No Show. Give me the second talking point. If you're not this.
He totally forgot about that nickname until he was like, "Why are you here? You called me Willie No Show, so I showed." Oh yeah, come on, Willie No Show. He literally showed. How can you call him No Show when he's in front of you talking to you? It doesn't make any sense.
Willie No put out. Come on, put out. Put out.
You should be like Willie remember. Like there you go. Literally, you can use his name Willie as in will he. Like that classic. Like, do they not have that in Turkey where they're like, 100 yards to the outhouse by Willie Make It, illustrated by Betty Won't? Like, do they not have that joke in Turkey? They should have that joke in Turkey. It's a great joke.
Passionate about the subject, then you're basically admitting that you're a bottom-feeding drama farmer who has no interest in.
Like you're just gonna look retarded because I'm gonna pull it up in when I make my video.
Pull it up, then pull it up. Stop complaining about it after the fact. Go ahead. I'm here. All right now. If you are genuinely interested in truth and research or whatever, you have this wonderful opportunity. You have this wonderful opportunity to ask me personally.
To pull it up. I'm trying to listen, but I'm hearing you twice. Once from my video and once from you just bitching in my ear.
Oh my god.
So you gotta wait. No, that's how
this is the greatest. This is the greatest brain power we got, folks. All right.
So, Hassan, I think is, I'd like to say he's devolved basically into, the average Hassan viewer, but maybe he always has been, and that's why the average Hassan viewer is what they are. Because someone who's like annoyed by someone gathering their thoughts to talk to them, it just seems like why did you bring him on then if you're just gonna be like this?
I think he has specifically purged his viewers of like the decent smart ones.
Okay, I'm gonna start downloading Into the Breach. It shouldn't be too taxing on my system.
Because every time one of them pushes against him, which they should be doing often, he bans
them.
Yeah. So he has specifically culled anyone that would disagree with him.
Okay, so that's chugging now. Chug squeal.
Just move on from this.
All right, I'm muting myself. I'm muting myself. Go ahead, watch your video, and then you can come back, okay? Holy moly, dude. Jeez, Lord mercy. I muted myself. He can't hear me, so he can find his own talking points in his own videos. Jesus Christ.
It's so crazy that this is the guy that accuses people of like debate pervertry, but like you can tell he loves engaging in all of this dog shit. like debate. Like this is, oh, the turnaround is so infuriating because like all of Hassan's fans accuse me of doing stuff like this. Like, do you know how annoying that is? All of his fans think that all of my debates look exactly like this. And then they walk around saying this, like, oh yeah, like I learned from Hassan that debate is pointless. Yeah, because Hassan is a shitty debater and he does debate strategy bullshit like this. Like this is all like rhetoric and stupid shit. Like that's all he's doing. So, but yeah, to externalize it on me, like why?
Nice, dude.
I didn't even get to any of my moderator questions.
You click the colorblind button.
Every time Felix is here, we got to do a fucking
What?
He was like, "Oh, I gotta go to settings and click the button."
I mean, the first button I clicked was at least turning the music down because it was a little hot, a little bright there. But yeah, of course I'm gonna click. They made that button for me.
This is my button.
This is my
for
button.
me.
Add chess-like coordinates. I'll leave those default for now.
We have to have the conversations like this. It just has to happen. I love that he's like, I don't remember my talking points. I have to watch my own YouTube video.
Well, I
Hold on, you don't believe Hassan is a shitty debater, do you? I mean, I think he's good at debating and that he like knows like debate strategy. The same way that I would say like a really good fighter is somebody that brings like a knife to a street fight. But I mean, like he's not like a good debater in that he's like an intelligent person that can coherently put together like a deductive set of syllogisms to produce like, you know, valid argumentation or something. He's not like that type of debater. He's just a guy that like he knows his niche. He plays into it really hardcore, and then that's the only area that he'll lean on, and then he'll say at the same time like, oh, I don't like debate, blah 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 blah. Like that's yeah.
All right, I got it.
All right, he's got it. He's got it. All right, let's hear it.
I got it.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah,
Willie
your
Mac. No
claim
show.
was you said people. You said let me watch this one more time.
Oh.
It was in your video. It was in your video. I was wrong about Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And you said people are acting like Kiev's getting bombed, like that would never happen, and then it's literally did happen.
Okay.
So you're just again making more base. You're making your apology video about being wrong and making baseless claims that you know.
Serranos, do I want any of these turned on? These advanced content?
You could just leave it off for the first one because that just adds more modifiers and stuff like that. It gives you new enemies, missions, equipment, all that kind of stuff. So you can leave them off for the first couple, you know, then add them in.
Okay, I need to change my audio settings here real quick. This needs to go to the second output. That way the game will come.
Is this a
through
rogue
there.
one?
Yeah.
Well,
the runs are about like 3 hours or something, 2-3 hours.
Nice.
You can face the final boss after 2, but you can also try to do up to 4 islands.
Okay, so now I should have.
Know nothing about.
This is your.
So he still comes through there, and now this is on this clicker. Perfect. Wait, I didn't mute that. Hold on. Hold on. Settings. Options. Oh, it's probably defaulted to whatever was already on. Ugh, I hate doing this. I hate how annoying this can be sometimes. Where is my... You go ahead and listen to
This is your take?
Wrong. It's a pattern of
This is your
behavior.
take from February 22nd, 2022?
Yeah. 'cause
Another
you do it
thing that
over
I
and
was...
over again. You've done it since then.
I've done
You've
it since
several
then.
times since
People are
then,
acting
yeah.
like Kiev's getting bombed. It did happen. You're right about
It
that.
did, and
I
you said it
also,
wouldn't. So
do you
it's
think
just
that I didn't
another
cover?
example of you
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Do you think that I didn't cover Kiev getting bombed? Like I hid that or something?
No, you did, but it's your accusation saying it doesn't, saying it won't happen. There's no way it'll happen.
Yeah. Do you think that bombing Kiev specifically, well, it was what Russia did? Do you think that that was a good thing for Russia to do?
What is this? What is this question? Oh shit! How did he get so sidetracked here? What?
I didn't say.
Do you
it
think that it was
a good
a?
thing.
Do you have any
I hope
genuine
you don't
opinions?
think it was a good thing.
Do you have any genuine?
Oh no. Come back to me, Hassan. Come on, internet. Come on, mesh.
Opinions about
Yeah, my opinion is
Russia's
that was
involvement
bad.
in the
My opinion on that is that you shouldn't be talking about shit.
Brother,
you know nothing
hold up.
about. You
We're
shouldn't
having a
be
conversation
making
about Ukraine.
blind-
We're having a conversation about Ukraine and Russia, and I'm asking you a specific question. I'm asking you a specific question.
My conversation's about you because my videos are about you and your pattern of behavior and your poor reporting, and now you're trying to shift it all these other ways because you know you can't face the truth.
Russia had not bombed Kiev at the time. That's number one. Number two.
Hold on. Pause. You have so much buffer right now. Why are you complaining about not having enough buffer? You have plenty of buffer, and I think I'm gonna restart this so that it just I can't get it to switch over to my other
damn
sound
colorblind mode, I tell you.
Yeah, that was the issue right there. You're gonna giggle about that all night, aren't you?
It was so funny.
I was watching this guy play a game, and he went into the options and he clicked the colorblind mode on.
He did.
He's colorblind.
No, you should have seen him. He immediately went to options, turned down music a little bit, and then was like, "Oh shit, I gotta click the colorblind mode." It's that time of day again. Gotta click colorblind.
Is the ad hanging? No, it's not an ad hanging. It's just it's getting cranky or whatever.
Of course, as soon as that did happen, I covered it. Of course I did, because that's what I'm doing.
The criticism isn't that you didn't cover it. The criticism is that you're making baseless claims you don't know anything about talking.
Oh, still?
Yeah. This just ain't your night.
It's like I've got like 5 minutes of buffer. That's like the most annoying part, right? It's like it just doesn't make sense why I would be doing that.
So confidently, as if you got a whole research team behind you. When you don't, you're talking out your ass. This is the
brother. Do you have a whole research team behind you? Because you're not
me. I actually did research just now, and you could barely be patient enough to sit there and listen through it. You gotta go ahead and
it's a video. You made a video a year ago about me talking about like my opinion on Russia and Ukraine. You personally do not have an opinion on Russia or Ukraine at all. I have taken
angry YouTube noises. Exactly.
Accountability on my. I've taken accountability on the things that I've reported wrong.
You should do the research. If I'm not willing to,
I have taken accountability on the things that I have reported wrong on.
Wars when you can't.
Forewarned the next turn will attack buildings. Let me just, while on stream, run a speed test and see what I see. Whoa!
What?
Can't say I'm not getting enough speed to play a video on YouTube. Maybe even my upload is good. Look at that, getting up into the 40s. My mesh has been having issues, so I thought for sure it was a me issue. Maybe it's actually the.
Can you see the colors?
I mean, I can see. I'm guessing that they've changed some of these from like the normal. Like here, let's do this. So you see what it looks like currently.
Yeah, I see what it looks like. Yeah.
Here, I'll and then I'll switch it back to.
It's yellow and purple.
Options.
Just so you know.
Turn off colorblind mode. So this is now what it looks like. So like this highlight around the building, this I'm guessing red, is so much more grayscale to me than that other thing. You said it was purple. It was much more like a vibrant, like a pink or something like that, like a fuchsia. Like
I do like colorblind mode more. It looks better.
I could see it so much easier. Now I wish I could just like pick the colors because it's always easier. But even when I played like Overwatch, I would always make like enemies pink because it's super easy to see for me.
And pink is just really easy to see usually, unless the color is very warm. Pink stands out pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, any cool paletted game, pink just pop.
Bam, bam, you got it.
Yeah, that's why I always choose pink in Rainbow Six Siege.
You want to stand out.
Yeah, the enemy will see me coming, but they won't be able to stop me.
I'm just gonna do this and see if it's my pop-out browser that's been the annoying part. As it spirals as soon as I click it.
Downward spiral.
Why are you spiraling? I just proved that I have good internet to everybody, and now you're gonna make me
Willie
look like
no
a fool.
script. Listen to me. I've taken accountability.
You gotta
on
do
the
one.
things that
Willie
I
knows
have
script.
said that are incorrect.
Willie knows
Of course,
script.
on the editorial perspective, on the editorial side, of my coverage, okay, on the editorial side of my coverage, if I make a prediction or a speculation, it can sometimes be wrong. That speculation is always going to be on foundational analysis that is solid.
I got another one too.
Foundational analysis that is solid. Modern Republican 499. Before this debate, while Hassan was tweeting Willie, he was like, "Oh, my Jewish friend."
Why, if you did analysis in your own brain, you're like, I analyze the situation, even if it's you just thinking about it and not actually doing anything. Like, who would say, you know, I did analysis that was pretty shaky. Like when they're arguing with somebody. Like if I'm coming to somebody and I'm like, hey, you know what? I did some quick Googling. This is what it looks like could be the answer. But again, that was just some like Google automated responses. You sort of like lead off with that if you actually did some amount of research and were like, you know, not really digging too hard, but to just be like in an argument about something that you believe, you're of course going to say that your foundation is solid.
But that hurts the brand.
The brand is the bully. The brand is watching a bully. Everyone in his chat is the those dumb kids that hang out with Scut Farkas in Christmas Story. That's what Hassan's chat is.
Hmm.
You guys ever watch Christmas Story?
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know what it's about though, or I can't understand it.
Well, you know Scut Farkas though, right? Like this guy,
Yeah,
the bully.
of course.
And then he's got like his two minions.
He's gonna make you lick a frozen pole.
No, Scott doesn't do that. That's the other two kids. They're actually friends, and he's like, I bet you won't do this, and they're just being dumb kids.
Oh, damn.
But no, this guy, what do you call him? Toadies. This is Hassan's chat, and this is Hassan. So that'll be my Christmas meme. I'll put that together later. Wow, I'm glad that like when you hover over the image and it tells you it's 2000 by 1440, and then when you open it in a new tab, you get 268 by 188. What goes on around here? I don't understand this. You haven't watched it? You should watch it. It's a good one.
It's all right. I'm gonna shoot your eye out. Just shoot it out.
It's the best part of it is just the narrator. That really is the best part. Is listening to him like romanticize his childhood is it's an experience that everybody has had, as someone talking about their childhood, but the way that it's done in the movie is so funny.
And can moderate me and Willie, two non-Jews debating on Israel. Okay.
I got just more examples.
Do you have an issue with do you have an issue with my analysis of the situation? Because I can't possibly do research on things that haven't happened yet. I can simply speculate.
You just make it up.
And this entire
oh my god, I just realized this stupid bro, like I said, one day I could literally, my opinion on Hassan would fucking 180. If he came out one day and he was like, you fucking retards. Obviously I've been trolling the whole time. Did I not give it away when I was sitting inside my multi-million-dollar mansion next to my popular millionaire friend, as me, a millionaire, was sitting on my stream with a giant sweater saying capitalism is voluntary? You didn't realize I was trolling the whole time? I'd be like, you know what, Hassan? You fucking got us, okay? It was funny. It was a good one. I'll give you props for that. I would give him props for that.
Oh,
do you think when I say, guys, I don't think that Russia will bomb Kyiv is actually, in your opinion, like me making up something, or do you think it's speculation?
No, the clip is actually you talking really condescendingly about people who think that could happen. That's the clip.
Okay, but you're, yeah, okay. You don't. So is this all just tone policing? Is that what it is?
Talking about?
Is this all? So all of this is just you personally tone policing the way I'm covering the fucking news?
No, it's not tone policing. It's about your.
Do you have any genuine interest or any curiosity in like Russia and Ukraine at all? Or
I like how Willie is clearly not like a geopolitical commentator. Like, I doubt that Willie follows a bunch of foreign policy, but that's not what Willie's video was on. It was about the irresponsibility and f***upness of Hassan's reporting. And Hassan's trying to like change this into like, can we talk about some sort of conflict that I know more about than you, so I can just like overwhelm you with facts, even though Willie's not even necessarily disagreeing. Notice how that's what Hassan keeps trying to pull the conversation. What do you think about Russia invading Ukraine? What do you think about them bombing Kyiv? Do you think that was a good idea? Do you have opinions on this conflict? Like, he's trying to like pull him into that area so they can beat him down with just like a gish gallop of a bunch of random shit, basically.
Or is all you do drama farming off of clips? Because over the course of this entire conflict, I've dedicated tens or hundreds of hours into my coverage.
Oh, people keep asking me, do you think Hassan's like fan base is shrinking or whatever? Yeah, of course it is, and he knows it as well. I think he's dipped almost 10,000 average viewers, maybe, probably around anywhere from 5 to 10,000, depending on how you, what time period you do that over the last year. Yeah, he's dipped pretty significantly.
That's not good.
I think he might have dipped.
Consistent downward is not good for that long. Am I still online? Are you guys here?
Yeah,
I got you.
Okay. I'm looking at things and it just doesn't look.
It doesn't look healthy.
Doesn't look healthy. I'm like,
Don't
why
worry.
is it not healthy? All signs point to fine, but oh well. What should I do? I should go. Interesting.
Dipped last year too. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, nice. Cyber Monday sales.
Season to deck the balls.
Manscape, everybody.
But not as much. But yeah. I'm pretty sure he's like feeling pressure on stuff like this. He's actually lost followers recently. Wait, really?
And the analysis in and of itself comes from a solid foundation. Now, the predictions might be wrong, and it certainly was, which is something that I took accountability for, even though you said I had not. So here's my question to you.
You then just did the same mistake again. You did the same criticism again.
Did you look into, okay, what sources I was looking at and where I was getting this opinion from?
Yeah, there were sources
beyond just like looking at YouTube clips and regurgitating talking points, specifically that you've heard from other like neoliberal commentators and whatsoever. Neoliberal commentators. It's the same fucking 5 clips that you are going to present here.
You think Destiny's secretly behind this? Is this what you're crying about right now? Is this why you keep saying random shit?
Does it sound like I'm
Yeah, it does. You just said, yeah, it does. You're talking about stuff that doesn't matter.
Brother,
you're trying to shift the goalposts away from the criticism, which is your poor reporting. You bring me out to debate. You let me pick the debate topic.
Somebody was saying that the election would boost his numbers. I actually don't think so. I think that any election coverage, huge boosts that people like Vosh and Hassan were getting, I think was because of like the presence of some progressives, so like Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren and stuff. I don't know how much the election season will boost like some of the progressive or socialist streamers, because they're going to have zero representation. And it's just going to be the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, right? Donald Trump is bad, but Biden's not much better. Like that a million times. Lesser of two evils. So I'm curious how much coverage they'll do. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll bump quite a bit, but I would be surprised if that was the case. Also, I don't know if any of their audiences are even going to feel any passion for any of the coverage, right? Because they have like no dog in the race. They don't give a
What if all of the current like major streamers have some crazy thing where they just lose their audience over this next election cycle?
Yeah.
That would be so insane. Like they show up and they get popular because Trump. Then they have their Biden era. And then there's all these like world events that happen, and then all of a sudden they start to like be like, no, still Biden. But all the people that like voted for Biden thinking he'd finally give us some like school education cost like solutions, and he does nothing. And then there's a whole swing the other way. Like, do they get dumped, or are their fans too young to see that they're not useful, that they're just sort of like riding a wave? They're not actually like steering or helping like people.
What's this game called?
It's called Into the Breach.
Thank you.
fuck one way or another if Biden or Trump wins. They have no investment whatsoever. I don't even know how much he'll cover it, but we'll see. Yeah.
Hey, it's on Apple. Nice.
And now you won't engage.
Hey, we gotta win.
Man, can't have shit.
There we go.
Fuck.
The bet is just the fact at the end of the thing.
He had an L today.
Did he?
Yeah.
The game, and we just.
What was his L?
Mac support, and I won't be doing that again. For Windows, we actually do the game, and we just compile on Windows.
Easy. For Linux, we build up a VM and we compile.
That's a
for
virtual
Linux. It's
machine,
done.
if
You want to
anyone's
know what you have
curious.
to do on Mac? It's terrible. You have to first get Mac hardware. That hardware usually costs about $800 because it's a Mac Mini. Then you have to get a license key, and that key costs $100 per year. Then you have to compile the whole goddamn thing in Xcode. And if you've ever compiled anything in Xcode, it's dog shit, and I hate it. Then you can finally compile for Mac. And guess what? If it breaks, you have to do the whole goddamn thing over again. You don't have to pay for the key again, but you have to go reprovision the key and then put it back into Xcode and then do it again. All of this was 0.02% of our sales. I dropped Mac support, and I won't be doing it again. For Windows...
Look, that's a sizable chunk. I don't know what you guys...
0.02%.
Hear me out. You can just start off with Mac hardware. That gets rid of the initial cost.
No.
No, it doesn't. It literally creates an initial
Well, you need a
cost.
computer anyway, so if you're gonna buy hardware, might as well buy
Why would I
Mac.
buy a worse computer?
For
So that you can
$800.
Get rid of the cost of compiling on Mac.
But I'm not going to use the Mac because it's worse.
It's also like 8 steps of compiling and then a license you're paying for all the time.
Well, you know what? It sounds like you guys just can't hang with the cool kids.
I mean, I guess we won't.
There are 100 times more billionaires in America than there are his Mac sales. 2% of Americans are billionaires. That's good. There are more tunes than Mac players. It's true.
Especially in that community.
It's incredibly frustrating.
I
am
was going to talk
trying
about the L.
Huh? What L? Oh, yeah. Tell me about his L.
He had an L where he had to take that. Roblox is good, actually, for like kids creating stuff because Steam takes a 30% cut. And if you use the Warframe thing where you make an item for them to go into the game, you get a 30% cut.
Mhm.
Roblox has that where they always take a 30% cut. But
Right.
you get a 30%
I think I
cut.
saw that one, yeah.
You get a 30% cut if you make an item, and you can get the 70% if you make a game and have the items made by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem with that is the currency conversion.
Yeah.
The currency conversion, I'm pretty sure it takes like 25% or 30% off the bat from whatever you money-wise. And when you
Wait,
buy currency
really?
from the Robux, yeah. They basically...
It's like a fee to buy Robux?
Yeah, basically they take a 30% cut off the bat when you buy Robux.
What?
Yeah, that's basically how much that's how much it costs to buy Robux. At best, you're getting like 50%, I think, of the actual pullout rate for like a developer is like 55%.
Wow.
Damn.
That's the best conversion rate by buying the $100 pack of like Robux.
You can tell he's only read the brochure then. Like,
so yeah, you can get 55% of that, but also he did a response comment where because people were calling him out. And he said, "Yeah, it's fine though because you have a giant market you have access to." It's like,
that's not.
But you lied in your video. It said about 70%. When actuality, you're gonna get like 30% of the money.
yeah, just be honest and say,
Like, the actual
I read the brochure and it said it was 30%
The actual
or
payout,
70%.
people who worked on Roblox games said is they get about 25% of the money somebody puts in. Of like the money people pay, like real cash people pay to the Roblox company.
Yeah.
Whatever they were. They get like 25% of that revenue.
Robloxians.
So yeah, that's not good.
Oh, this is fun. I can deploy.
Like, yeah, what you actually get is like 25%. Because also, if you don't have a successful enough game, if you don't earn enough Robux, you cannot cash out. They have a minimum cash out requirement.
Oh God, they're
Of course
terrible.
they do.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. People shouldn't use Roblox. They're pretty scummy.
Could you imagine having a minimum cash out requirement?
I mean, that's
literally what they do.
That's how literal gambling sites work. Like
Yeah.
the sports betting sites.
So yeah, that was an L take.
Yeah.
Oh, he passed into me.
You know, I was not expecting to find Overwatch porn on my timeline right now. Thanks, Twitter.
You
That
should be
was very
expecting
much
that every
appreciated.
time you open Twitter.
I probably should, you know.
Especially with all the people you follow.
Yeah.
I am trying to engage with you. I am trying to engage with you. I'm trying to engage with you. I'm trying to engage with you in good faith as best as I possibly can. And all you've done so far is go through your YouTube video to be like, well, you said Kiev wasn't being bombed, and actually it wasn't at the time, but then it got bombed afterwards. Listen, let me finish. Okay, I'm going to mute you if you don't let me finish.
It's not progressive viewers who will watch it. It's mostly normies who are barely into politics. I don't think very many normies who are barely into politics are watching people like Hassan. I think Hassan is very much like a very young, college-age and younger person, like sees him on TikTok giving like a progressive, anti-American take. I don't think like normal people are watching Hassan for, I don't think normal people watch me for political views. Although normal people have a much higher chance of seeing me for political views because I've done so much work on other shows, right? So I might have had like a little bit from like the No Jumper audience, or a little bit from Just Pearly Things and Fresh and Fit, or a little bit from the Tommy, the No Impact, like all of these other shows going on, maybe. But like Hassan, the thing is, remember, Hassan doesn't reach out to any normal platforms anywhere. It's very, very, very rare that he'll go on like, he won't go on opposing platforms. He's done a couple shows, but not very many. Not as many as he could be doing, so.
He went on Piers Morgan.
Okay.
Go for it.
You said Kiev wasn't being bombed at the time. It wasn't. Okay. And then you said, okay, well, guess what? Guess what, dude? Your tone was off. Okay. Well, my tone was off.
Wasn't
You
your
don't
tone.
like it.
It's the-
But you
it's
haven't
your
brought up,
recording.
I was being condescending.
It's
You
actually
haven't
your
brought up
recording.
the actual research or the actual analysis that led to these conclusions. Part of the reason why you haven't done that is because you have no idea what these sources are.
Since you're just talking in circles.
Pod Save America is the more mainstream normie lefty content. That's actually true. I think Pod Save America, I think, is the largest like center left-ish podcast, and I don't think they're like engaged at all in like this world. I don't know how many people from my audience or Hassan's audience or Vash's audience like even know much about Pod Save America. I'm not sure.
On this, can I just go to the next one?
I'm not talking in circles on this whatsoever, but go ahead. Let's talk about the next point.
The next one.
But for the record, I am not clairvoyant. I cannot predict the future. I cannot predict the future.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I just want to point that out.
But it's you talking on breaking news, like you know what the going to happen and you don't. You're talking completely out of line. So,
Wait,
all right,
hold up.
Why is it? You're talking completely out of line. Now you're not even talking. Now you're just like making noises at me to try to get me to stop. Why he be like this?
Next
point. Hold up. My
Wait.
speculation on what may happen, okay, in the future is not always going to be correct. Everybody understands this.
Usually wrong, yeah.
It's usually wrong. The only
It's
example
wrong
you
a lot.
brought
You
over.
said the CIA is why Iran bombed the U.S. base, bro.
Do you know how many? Do you know how many hours? Do you know how many hours?
Israelis is because it's a psyop to make Palestinians look bad.
Wait, hold on. What base are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about with the Iranian thing. What?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hassan reaches the same political audience that Green Day did with American Idiot in 2004. True.
Iran struck a U.S. base, and then you said it's the CIA. No shot. It's the CIA. Complete because you're like, oh, there's a nuclear deal. Why would Iran do that? No way. No shot. 100% confidence.
Hold up.
Iran then takes credit for it, and then you coat mold and seed to your audience.
Wait, I'm so.
I know you don't know because you spew so much bullshit all the time. You can't even remember.
Yeah, perhaps the reason for why you are maybe the reason why I'm confused and the reason why you're a little bit confused on this is because in every single circumstance, every single thing that you've brought up, there's almost always.
Wait, what is this? Hold on.
A correction that comes after the fact. You, on the other hand, do not see the correction, or you, on the other hand, see the 30 second to 2 minute videos, which is enough for you to try and develop a consistent
This
narrative.
is from your whole live stream, by the way. I'm watching everything in context. This is code from you saying that this is out of context. It's the same shit.
Ugh, imagine being a like commentary channel that is like trying to make a video on a live streamer who streams for 9, 8, 10 hours a day, like however long he's sitting there.
Hell.
How many hours of Hassan's chair has Willie had to stare at in order to like get to the actual meat of his discussion?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's at least 30 minutes a day.
I mean, it's more than the guy in the background who's had to watch Hassan sit in his chair.
This guy doesn't hurt, right? Oh, it does do 1 damage. Oh, it only if it lands on you though does it do 1 damage. Okay.
Well, it's gonna do it's gonna do a damage the next turn or something.
Well, no,
Definitely.
this artillery only does damage if the missile lands.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about how much the Vec was gonna do. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to. Got a well done from him.
Andrew Tate does, and the red pillars do to me, claiming everything's out of context when it's not. That was your opinion at the time. You said those words. They
Brother,
came out of your own mouth. Go
Can
through
I,
the research.
can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something really quickly? Okay. One. This is important for you to comprehend.
I'm sure.
Do you think that over the course of thousands of hours,
SDSU had an Israel Freedom March days before UCSD had a Free Palestine March. Do you think young people are beginning to split on the topic? I have no idea. Remember, for young people, to track young people's opinions on this topic, it just depends on which social groups they belong to. No young person has any idea about any of the facts of the matter relating to this. It is literally a virtue signal topic. That is the only reason why people pick one thing or another for this particular thing. Yeah.
thousands of hours of...
Imagine talking about an entire country and a terrorist group and then a bunch of people who have really shit lives, and that being your virtue signal. Like,
interesting.
What happened to like
for
raising
sure.
money for like the poor, or like do something?
Oh, don't worry. I'm Hassan raised like $200,000. I'm sure it went to people that needed it and not to paramilitary organizations from Iran.
Cool. That makes me real happy.
Where else would it go?
I'm so happy now. Shoot. I wish this guy was somewhere else. Actually I can do this. Blast him over there. There we go.
Of coverage. Okay? Thousands of hours of coverage. Especially when something is like being immediately brought to my attention. Okay? Immediately brought to my attention, which I don't even know what you're talking about, but
yeah, I know.
Really, I don't remember what you're talking about. But over the course of thousands of hours of coverage, when I, for example, read something in the chat and respond to it, okay? Do you think that this is like reporting, or do you think that I'm giving like immediate commentary?
Oh, so now he's not a reporter. Now he doesn't report on the news. This is the like, this is the real cuck thing. Is it's just like, oh, you hate me because I do that bad? Well, I don't even do that. So how can I do that bad if I don't do that?
Well, that was a game over.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking. What happened?
Your grid ran out of power and you lost.
I ran out of power. Okay.
Cover. This isn't a random chat comment. This is breaking news that's happening.
Okay.
I think what most people, you should do what most people do and wait for the story to be out there before you start spurging out. Making
True. Watson Harrison, $50. I had a theory that Vosh Parker and you were actually still secret friends. Years ago, you all made a plan to troll the internet, drew straws in your roles, then got the fun grift straws. They got the fun grift straws and you got stuck with the fair analysis straw. Baba Booey. True. We're all Snape in the end.
Wild accusations. Here, can I go to the next one?
You need to limit your, TOS worthy takes here. This isn't fucking YouTube or whatever.
What TOS did I break?
You can't use, unfortunately, and I used to do this in the past as well. You can't use ableist language, but go on.
Oh, like the R word? I got you. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad that you're a fan, though.
Well, yeah,
you can't say retarded if you're on Twitch. So it looks like I'm not on Twitch then, right? I'm on Twitch. I just don't care. Like, this stuff's so stupid. Like,
yeah.
I'm also too small on Twitch, so no one cares. It's like, that one bot that's watching, he's like, hey, maybe he needs some new retarded images to go along with his new sayings. Probably. It's probably what happens.
This is both.
I would like to sell you some emotes that I pulled from this other website for free.
Yeah, let me give you these free emotes.
Oh no, they're gonna charge for them at least $9.99.
It'll be worth it.
So, for instance, like the missile hit the Gaza hospital, both sides blamed each other. That's the breaking news, right? And instead of waiting for more information, you jump to conclusions saying it was 100% Israel. 100%.
Okay.
You're so confident.
Good point.
All the chatters.
Good point. Can I ask you a question?
Oh boy. Now let's see if we can try to let's pull this. Okay, clearly I'm wrong here, but let's pull this into some autistically niche territory that he's not gonna have information on, so I can look right. Okay.
No. Hold on. This is important. This is important. No. We're not jumping. We're talking about this. Okay. We're talking about this specific thing. Finally, now we're talking about Israel Palestine. When I said that, I didn't just go, oh, I have no other opinion on this matter. I simply think Israel definitely did this because I want Israel to have definitely done this.
You see the dumb Osama bin Laden trying on TikTok? Yeah.
reason why I said this, and you do this regularly, okay? When I say something on this stream, okay, oftentimes, especially if it's
Did you
like a
watch the
developing
video?
story.
How do you know I say this stuff?
Especially if it's.
Oh, did he just let it slip that he'd seen it? Okay, so that one building took out 3 of my grid, or did my grid only have that much?
A developing story. When I say something on an issue that is happening, I look to all of the circumstantial evidence on the matter, and I look to everything else that is going on thus far. Now, we're 2 adult individuals here. Do you think it is unfair to say Israel blew up the hospital, like Israel bombed the hospital?
I think when there's a
I hate that he's pretending. God, I hate this so much. I don't know how transparent it is. I like how he's pretending that he's going through some like process, some epistemically valid process to arrive at conclusions about breaking news, when the reality is he hates Israel, or America more precisely, and he'll just grab whatever factoid fits that, and then he basically works backwards from that conclusion. Like, bro, don't sit here and pretend like you were going through a multitude of stories on the day. You probably didn't even read a full article about the bombing, and you're sitting here pretending like you had some epistemically valid process by which you were able to divine the actual truth of the bombing that just happened to be completely and totally fucking wrong, that you got so incorrect about it. Like, come on, dude.
What the fuck?
Wait, I didn't think that would
You
hit him.
killed your own guy.
Undo. Dang it. Reset turn. Yes. there was when you do this, like for this direction, it only has the like explosion on my guy. But the explosion,
why he's gonna run into him?
Oh, okay. So the explosion is he's running in. The 1 means I'm gonna do 1 damage to my bro. Okay. But my bro will
and
take
it takes
2
an
damage.
it takes an extra damage. It takes extra
Because
damage
he
when
runs
it
into the
smashes
guy.
into him.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. I'm figuring it out now.
You should just move him.
I think you should attack the other guy with him.
Why?
Because he's still gonna hit the building.
I'll get moved back.
Oh, I forgot that one. Pushes that guy.
I thought you might be able to kill that guy this turn. The
I
bottom
could,
one.
but
I mean, it doesn't matter because your other guy still lives.
claim like that, you wait for information, right? I mean, there's
Okay.
a million things.
The information is that there was.
Respond. There's a million things to criticize the IDF for that's right out there, right? You know this. I've seen you do it all day on stream. You get them on shit that they 100% deserve. But when there's something like that,
does Bibu say "dang it" a lot? Is that? Dang it! Dang it!
Yeah, she doesn't like swearing. She's wholesome.
I should cut a Bibu "dang it" out and stick it on my soundboard.
Do it.
Wait, sticking out your gat for the Rizzler? Isn't it sticking out your gat for the Rizzler?
No.
Yeah.
There's a Hololive Advent version of it made by Bibu,
okay.
where it's sticking out your gat for Narizzler. You're so.
They Rizzler.
I don't know the rest of it.
Sure you don't.
No, I literally don't off the top of my head.
Well, I get to destroy the dam this time.
I just posted a meme.
Lies, tell me sweet little lies.
You put it in.
I was literally copying that from a meme I just posted in Discord.
Oh, gotcha.
You're so Bow Bow, and the next one is You're so Bibu Tax. I just want to be your Shiori. That was it. That was the full thing. Damn.
My objective is to destroy the dam. That seems like the opposite of what I should be trying to do.
Wait. No, that's a bonus objective.
Yeah, my bonus objective is destroy dam.
Yep.
I guess you're terrorists?
and instead of waiting for reports, while the report is literally Israel and Hamas blame each other, right? You don't know what the story is. You don't know who did it or not.
Does anybody have a video? Was it him or was it Vosh who was saying like, "Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like a JDAM"? Was that him or was it Vosh?
Him. It was definitely.
But when
him.
there's something like that, and instead of waiting for reports, while the report is literally Israel and Hamas blame each other, right? You don't know what the story is. You don't know who did it or not. And you say 100%, they 100% did it. That's a huge disaster, bro. That's like
at that point, first of all, who do you think blew up the hospital? Like the hospital courtyard, rather. Who do you think bombed the hospital courtyard?
I think most investigations point towards it being either the Islamic
Is this
Jihad
how I
or
collect it?
Hamas, right? It's like a misfired rocket. And
Dang
then
it.
what you did in response to that was instead of being like, yeah, I think since most of the reports are going this way.
Why do you
I
think
should,
it's wait, hold on. Why do you think it's a Hamas or Islamic Jihad and a rocket misfire?
I like how he's just mining and mining and mining. This is the live strategy, right? He's mining and mining and mining for something that the guy might not know about, so that then he can hammer him on some irrelevant, like esoteric side fact that has nothing to do with the initial claim of Hassan was clearly using a propaganda mindset to arrive prematurely at a conclusion about breaking news, right? Like, how far is he going to dig on this? Like, oh yeah, it was because of that. Well, do you even know the make and model? Do you even know the chemical makeup of the fuel that the custom rockets use? Do you, like?
Well, that was just what most of the investigations turned out.
So
I know Channel 4 had a different one.
Because you're bringing this up, and this is really important to understand. One, all of the
You say
circumstantial
that every
evidence.
time, but it never is.
Okay,
Owned. Say that every time. Welty bites getting on my nerves. Willy bites. Speaking of bites, time for Grandpa to take his pills. See, it actually, if anyone was concerned that I was doing other types of edibles, it is literally just melatonin gummies.
You're doing too many drugs.
Of course, they're fucking Amazon, but yeah, at least they're strawberry flavored.
At least they're strawberry flavored. Oh, is that good?
I'd eat like 5 of those at a time.
You what?
I eat like 5 of those at a time.
You know,
strawberry flavored.
Probably shouldn't do that.
That's too much for your body.
Nah, I'd be out.
So yeah, what were you doing today, Michael?
I was taking a
Apparently
bath,
sleeping.
and then I discovered that I gave myself first-degree burns while taking a bath the other night. And then this morning, I think I had a broken toe, but I'm not sure about that anymore.
What? How would you have broken? Did it have a purple line on it?
No, but it felt like dislocated.
The easiest way to know if your toe breaks is if you see like a little bit of a line across it. It's kind of that bruisey purple color.
It doesn't have that, but it like there's a bone that feels out of place in it.
It feels moved incorrectly.
No, like it actually just feels out of place, dislocate or something. So who knows? Doesn't matter. I mean, it's a toe. It'll heal itself. That's how toes
youth. Yeah,
That's
who
how
cares?
toes
It's just
work.
a toe. It'll heal.
Look, if you think a toe won't just heal itself, I got news for you.
People going places with bed bugs. There's not that much sugar on that pill. Wait, what do you mean? Talking about my melatonins?
Yeah, they're probably really low calorie, good for you.
You're just supposed to. It's a lot of melatonin.
I think you got a good move here, Blaine.
For my next turn.
Yeah.
Walk it off, bro. Yeah, walk off your toe.
Yeah.
What do I see?
I'd say if they didn't move, they're gonna move.
Yeah.
They always
I didn't realize you
move.
still had
Wait a minute. Rocket launch into the double twister?
you get the boom boom pow.
Hell yeah.
You get the double kill.
If I do.
And you should probably do the punch first.
Well, if I punch the dam, it'll.
I don't like that move.
Why not?
I think he should have used his rocket boy first to attack the guy he just attacked. Because then it'll deal with both those enemies. Because then it'll move that guy out of the way and it'll kill the other one.
If I move, then I gotta.
The tank has an HP, so you could drop it on the burrow point.
True.
That would hit me. But it would. I mean, I wouldn't save that either. This one sucks. Oh, I can just move the tank over a little bit. Kind of rearrange things. There we go. Wow, what a cackle laugh.
That was a good one-liner.
And this is really important to understand. One, all of the
Is it- you say
circumstantial.
that-
Oh, true. I wonder if I wonder if Hassan was hoping that he would say, oh, Hamas bombed them. And he would go, oh, Hamas? You don't even know all of the different groups operating out of the Gaza Strip. Because it wasn't actually Hamas people think it was. It was a totally different group, and you probably don't even know the name. That's probably what he was fishing for. But when he said Islamic jihadists, it was dialogue trip, so now he's got to hop to some different shit. You're probably right. That's probably what happened.
Every time, but it never is.
Okay, all of the circumstantial evidence at the time, of course, after the 6,000 bombs that Israel had dropped on Gaza, a densely populated open-air prison, the 6,001st bomb, understandably, was going to be an Israeli bomb. To this day, we still do...
Open-air prison. Once again.
It's a funny term for a funny guy.
I can break the dam.
He did the thing. Oh, fuck, you just killed your own guys.
No, he's okay. He just
No,
just
the other
swimming.
one died. The tank.
Oh, he's up here.
Oh, I never mind.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it doesn't hit the flying boys.
Yeah.
Well,
dang
that's
it.
to be expected.
Well, he's on fire at least. Got that guy. I just got to get him out of the water.
do not know whether this was an Islamic Jihad rocket that was misfired, or whether or not this was actually an artillery shell that might have hit a fuel tank, or even some other kind of munition that Israel
So
may
why
have
did you
deployed.
say it was
Now the reason why
Israel and then call everyone genocidal
because
freaks?
because
with
you don't
You
actually
called everyone
watch the
genocidal
content
freaks, you
beyond
demonize them.
Because first of all, because they
That's
are.
what you do every time,
because
by
these
the
really
way.
You know, I'm really in control of this debate. You know, I'm making good points, and I'm having a I don't think that conveys strength.
You misunderstood what I said. You didn't watch all my content. You know what? I agree. I fucking agree.
Of course. You can see he's inherited it from his uncle.
It was a good line.
I have a reactor core to install.
Hassan was he was doing good until he wasn't. Oh yeah, pull up Bibu. Pull up Bibu.
What?
Yeah,
BB cleanse the
yeah,
palette?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
It's time. I'm ready.
Oh, requires 1 power. Okay. Done. Cool. Let's do that instead.
Mobile games are going big. Play the official PC version of Clash of Clans.
Play the official PC version of Clash of Clans. Why does this not default stay?
Yay, I can start the game over 8 years after it came out.
Grab our attention. Like this desert rain frog.
It's perfect.
Squeaking viral sensation. 11 million hits and counting. It sounds like a dog toy. But actually, this is the sonorous war cry of a very angry frog. Ferocious. More unexpected sounds grab our attention. Like this desert rain frog. Squeaking viral sensation. 11 million hits and counting. It sounds like a dog toy. But actually, this is the sonorous war cry of a very angry frog.
That's hilarious. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. That's a good one.
Yep. It is just a toe, Jemir.
Yeah, which toe?
Then one next to the pinky toe.
Sometimes feet pics are just feet pics.
It's the one next to the tiny one.
Wait, what? The one next to the tiny one?
Yeah.
The ring pinky toe? Or the ring toe?
Yeah. The ring pinky toe.
Why would you say next to the tiny one? Not just ring
I don't
toe?
know. I didn't think of it in terms of ring finger.
Well, yeah, you take you the big ones, your thumb toe.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you have index toe, middle toe,
Yeah,
far left toe.
Dude, he gave me the middle toe. Yeah, It adds up.
Well, the middle toe makes sense, but I don't know why you would call it
I
mean, I
one.
get it, but didn't come to mind when I was
some
thinking.
people wear rings on that toe. All right, one more. One
Well,
more.
you never wore a pinky ring before?
Okay. We got Fern. Did you get anything for Stark's birthday? Not yet. What are you planning to give him? Feet.
The perfect smug smirk.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loving Freyren. I'll join you someday. I just got to be in the mood. All right. So that was something. We got halfway through 2 videos today.
How far was that Destiny video? I'll finish it up now.
40, I think.
40 minutes in?
Yeah, I can reopen it real quick.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'll figure it out. Just a general timestamp is fine.
Okay. That's Bee-Boo.
Caesar. We got enough of an idea.
I was at 39. I was at 39.56. We all understand that you shouldn't jump to conclusions immediately. B, you should be honest when you get something wrong. And C, not everything's about race. Some people just don't like it when kids get stabbed. But also, looters are bad. We got it. So, congratulations, everybody. Those are the lessons we've learned. It's just like a VeggieTales in here. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Tomorrow, we'll be back for the first official Waifu Wednesday in a long time. We can look at those top 10 lists. We can... Do I already have a tier maker on this, on waifus?
Oh, shit.
Let's see. I think I do.
He don't.
Fall 2023. Yep. Okay. So
Damn
I've
it.
already got a tier maker going. I already know we're going to be adding some because obviously we've got some more of the MF Ghost Angels. We've got a couple more girlfriends in there. So we will we'll have to add to and change that for tomorrow. We learn all our lessons from anime. Yeah, that's why these people suck. They don't learn any anime-related lessons, and they can't apply those to their real life. That's the real secret of our escapism, is it's useful all across the board. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will catch you tomorrow for Waifu Wednesday. Kampai.